Okay, now we're live. Now we're ready to go. Now we're ready for the border war, the bronze boot, as you guys may also call it. Ready for some Colorado State and some Wyoming action here. Definitely excited for it. Hopefully you guys are as well. As, again, these two teams I've actually covered a decent amount. Definitely didn't think I would entering the season, but here we are. Here we are again. Definitely an exciting matchup again. Welcome, everyone. Colorado State Rams taking on the Wyoming Cowboys. And again, a border war is ensuing between these two teams. As again, Colorado State 2-5. They're 1-2 in the Mountain West, taking on Wyoming Cowboys 3-4. They are also 1-2. The spread is 5.5. Wyoming is favored in this one. So we'll see what happens going forward for these guys in War Memorial Stadium. Anderson, of course, has been the guy. He's been kind of hot and cold. I'm sure most of you guys that are Wyoming fans definitely aware of that. Brousseau, he's been okay. You know, we've seen hit and miss with him as well. Of course, this is the first game with Colorado State not having their coach, as he's been fired. So no Jay Norvell in this one. Wyoming, that is what my Asian colleague said to his wife when she dropped the tray of egg rolls. Yep, of course, 100%. W-Y-O. W-Y-O, yep. Man, I'm ready for it. Again, good to see you here, Chase. Again, I only know that because I recognize the profile pic. Because, yeah, again, for some reason, YouTube is messing with things. And I can't quite see first names anymore. So there's that. I appreciate it, Chase. Again, hopefully we've got a good one here tonight. Again, Colorado State and Wyoming. A little bit of a recap here for both of these teams. Colorado State start off with the loss to Washington, 38-21. Then, of course, they defeated Northern Colorado. Then they lost to UTSA, 17-16. Lost to Washington State, 20-3. Lost to San Diego State, 45-24. Defeated Fresno State, 49-21. And then lost to Hawaii last week, 31-19. So that's what's been happening so far for Colorado State. For Wyoming, they defeated Akron 10-0. Defeated Northern Iowa 31-7. Then lost to Utah 31-6. That's actually a game I covered on the channel. Lost to Colorado. Lost to UNLV. I actually covered that one as well. And I think I also covered Air Forces. But yeah, they lost to UNLV, beat San Jose State, and then lost to Air Force. So I might be bad luck. I don't know. I just realized that. Geez, Wyoming is yet to win when I cover them. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. I pray they don't put in Savoda at the 2-yard line again. Yeah, that was pretty disastrous. Definitely wouldn't recommend that ever again. That was definitely not the play for them. So, again, appreciate it. Blazer, Bobcat, appreciate you guys. The first two games of the year gave me so much hope. Oh, yeah, I bet. Again, here is the bronze boots. That's what they're playing for tonight in War Memorial Stadium. Again, I'm very excited to see how this game will go. As, again, I've covered these teams already a decent amount on the channel. So we'll see how it goes. See, let's go back all the way. I'm curious myself. So, yeah, Wyoming, Utah, that was the first one. And then I guess I took a little bit off here. Colorado State, Washington State. And then Wyoming, UNLV. Colorado State already, Fresno. Look at that. So look at that. 2, 3. Yeah, so this is the fourth time I've covered Wyoming. And third time I've covered Colorado State. So hopefully we got a good base here tonight because of that. And, yeah, I'm definitely excited. Again, they fired head coach Jay Norvell. Named Tyson Summers as the interim head coach. Grant Chestnut promoted offense coordinator. Then Braden Fowler Nicolosi left the team. So, again, just a whole bunch of stuff happening for Colorado State. That's not exactly great. So, we'll see what they can do. Again, they've had a rough season, 2-5 on the season. Of course, again, for Wyoming, they've just been, a team that's just, it seems like they just, I don't know, they can't find anything on the offense. Every time we tune in, it's just Anderson not looking too great. We'll see what he can do tonight. Again, Kelman's not been too bad. I mean, he's averaging over 6.5 yards a carry, so maybe that's the secret for them. I don't know. But again, this beautiful, beautiful Laramie, Wyoming. Ready for it. Ready for it here in this one. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So we'll try to get you some scores from across the nation because, again, we got about a few more minutes until this one starts. So let's see what we got here. We have, let me go and refresh here. Stanford actually leading Miami 7-0. Look at that. All right, Texas Tech up 42-0 over Oklahoma State. Mississippi State 38, Texas 28. Texas is driving, though, to Mississippi State 5. TCU 20, West Virginia 7, Wisconsin, Oregon, again 0-0 there. Stanford again leading Miami 7-0. Georgia Southern 14, Arkansas State 6, Louisiana and Troy tied at 7 apiece. You wish that Wyoming would clean house, yeah? They probably do. Wyoming needs to steal North Texas' quarterback. Yeah, Mestamaker looking pretty good. Pretty good. Of course, a lot of games happening very, very soon. So that's why there's some other games. Not many games at the moment. Cincinnati has defeated Baylor 41-20. Indiana over UCLA 56-6. Alabama 29. South Carolina 22. Georgia Tech 41. Syracuse 16. Ole Miss 34, Oklahoma 26, Vanderbilt 17, Missouri 10, BYU 41, Iowa State 27, Virginia 17, North Carolina 16, Memphis 34, South Florida 31, Washington 42, Illinois 25, Nebraska 28, Northwestern 21, Rutgers 27, Purdue 24, Wake Forest 13, SMU 12, Kansas State 42, Kansas 17, Old Dominion 24, Appalachian State 21, Kent State 24, Bowling Green 21, Ohio 28, Eastern Michigan 21, Auburn over Arkansas 33-24, Akron 24, Buffalo 16, Rice 37, Yukon 34 in overtime, New Mexico 33, Utah State 14, Iowa 41, Minnesota 3, Washington State 28, Toledo 7, Pittsburgh 53, NC State 34. Geez, there's so many games. San Diego State 23, Fresno State 0, Southern Miss 49, UL Monroe 21, Navy 42, Florida Atlantic 32, Temple 38, Tulsa 37, Northern Illinois 21, Ball State 7, Central Michigan 38, Massachusetts 13, and then Miami of Ohio 26, Western Michigan 17. Appreciate it, Chase. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Look at that. Another member. Look at that. Thank you very much, man. I really do appreciate you, dude. So, yeah, I'm ready for some football. Again, a lot of stuff has happened for Colorado State. Of course, for Wyoming, they removed Jay Johnson as offensive coordinator and announced Jovan Bonite as the offensive coordinator. Again, they need to get something going here tonight. Again, Wyoming has had a rough stretch on the offensive side of things, so we'll see how it goes tonight as they look to try to get something going. Again, I do appreciate you, man. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's awesome. So, again, they're showing Anderson here. Again, he's kind of like a Josh Allen type build, but I don't know if he's a Josh Allen type player. You have to really show it. So we'll see if he's able to do that tonight. Of course, on the other side of things, Brousseau kind of taking the job over from Ben Fowler-Nicolosi. Of course, most people know him due to the feud, with Colorado and Colorado State. So there is that. But yeah, no, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, how he does tonight. First game is Colorado State interim head coach. This is Tyson Summers. Started the season as defensive coordinator, looking to pretty much just make a name for himself. Like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm not interim anymore. Maybe I'll be the guy. Maybe I'll be the guy here. Let me go and refresh this just in case. I don't know if it's going to... I don't know if it'll show a field here. If it doesn't, then we'll go ahead and cut it to CBS Sports Network, as that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. So Colorado State kicking off to Wyoming. Go and refresh. If it doesn't do it, then we'll just go ahead, duplicate this, head on over to CBS Sports Network, where they should have a field for us, and maybe not many stupid advertisements. So that's... Hate that I have to scroll all the way down here. So annoying. There we go. All right, 1st and 10 here for Anderson and Wyoming at the 25. Anderson in the shotgun. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. This is Kelman, and Kelman going to get a couple as he's brought down at the 27-yard line. So again, Wyoming just kind of struggling on the offensive side of things. Wyoming actually wearing all black, and Colorado State wearing their green and gold helmets, of course. Very iconic there. Gold pants as well. So that is kind of the uniform matchup here. As it's 2nd and 18. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending a man in motion. That is Durr. Anderson drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is caught at the 30, makes a guy miss. He's at the 35 and the 40, the 45, and brought down at the 49-yard line. Nice catch and run there for Wyoming and the Wyoming offense. That's what they needed. The Cole uniforms, yeah, no, they are definitely in all black as Anderson hands it off up the middle, and he's going to cross the 50 and get brought down at the 46-yard line. That was Kelman on the carry. And Kelman has been a pretty good back for Wyoming for some time now. Really has. Again, he doesn't really get the ball much, but, again, averaging 6.5 yards a carry. That is definitely something to, look out for. As Chase loves it. 2nd and 5 here for Wyoming. As again, they're already crossing midfield. Anderson in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off up the middle at the 45, breaks a tackle, and is brought down at the 40. That's a brand new set of downs, but there is a penalty on the play. Kelman doesn't like something that the linebacker did there. That was long. He's been an impact player for Colorado State as well. So offside on the defense. Patrick Foy, the referee, initiating again. Just trying to make sure this rivalry game doesn't get too out of control, though I don't think I'd mind as a fan, personally. I'm just saying. All right, so 1st and 10 here for Wyoming. As they're at the 40, Anderson in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Anderson, bubble screen here. It's caught at the 40 and immediately dropped. Nothing doing there for Wyoming. Nothing doing there. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Wyoming. Again, they're showing off the new offensive coordinator, Jovan Bonites. And they got to get something going, change it up. Again, the Wyoming offense has been kind of lackluster. Would love to see a brawl. Oh, yeah. Even though you can't watch the game, hey, I'll try to describe it if it happens in the best of my ability. 2nd and 10 here at the 40. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Anderson hands it off up the middle. This is Harris. Harris fighting forward, but is unable to get much as he's brought down after a gain of 2 at the 38-yard line. So again, Wyoming, it's a team that has a pretty decent defense. You might look at those stats and be like, yeah, no, they're not the greatest, but no, they really are. And, of course, the offense has been kind of the Achilles heel this year. 3rd and 8, ball at the 38. They need to get to the 30. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. So I move a little bit closer here. Sargent down below. Anderson. Bubble screen caught by Durr, cuts inside. Now he's going to try to reverse field, and he's at the 40 again, and that's where he's brought down. Didn't quite work out as Colorado State was all over it. And it's going to be 4th and 10 coming up for the Cowboys as we'll have to see what they're going to do here. So 4th and 10. Again, there's actually an injury. So an injured Wyoming offensive lineman, Caden Barnett from Justin, Texas. He is on the ground. He doesn't look like he's feeling too good. I'm not going to lie. Average Wyoming drive. Yeah, well, you guys cross midfield, though. So there is that. So yeah, again, it's going to be, there's an injured Wyoming Cowboy on the ground here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to, folks. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So again, if you like, games, then definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. So Barnett is being helped off the field. That's always good to see. It's always good to see for sure. So 4th and 10, and you have to imagine they're going to punt it. He calls games. I do call games. I do. So, yeah, no, they are ready to punt it. Edmonston is back to receive, as here is the punt. And that is going to be booted at the 5. Oh, and kept inside. Oh, what a play by the special teams of Wyoming, as they're going to mark it down at the 2. Oh, great stuff there by Edmonston, the punter. And a great job by that Wyoming player. Good stuff there. So we'll have to see where they actually mark it. I don't know if they're going to mark it at the 2. It says it's a 2. But anyway, 11:01 left to go here in the first quarter. Wyoming and Colorado State at 0 apiece. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, yeah, hopefully that is appealing to you. Again, I do college and the NFL. Of course, tomorrow I will be doing 3 games. Dolphins, Falcons, Buccaneers, Saints, Packers, Steelers. I've already done 2 other games today. I've done Ohio, Eastern Michigan, and then FAU and Navy. Navy now is still undefeated. So that is something we'll keep an eye on. I'll go move this all the way over. Again, of course, it is college football. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. It was huge. Oh, yeah, it was definitely huge. Texas Tech leading 42-0 over Oklahoma State. Mississippi State leading 38-31 over Texas. TCU leading 20-7 over West Virginia. Wisconsin, Oregon 0-0. Stanford leading 7-0 over Miami. Georgia Southern 14, Arkansas State 7. Louisiana Troy 7-7. Boston College and Louisville 0-0. And of course this one 0-0 there. I guess the other games have yet to start. Michigan and Michigan State and Texas A&M and LSU. Go and refresh just in case, but I think they are still have yet to begin. So, but yeah, I do appreciate you guys. Of course, don't be a stranger. Feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many of the comments as I possibly can. So again, let me know. Again, I've already covered, this is the 3rd time now for Colorado State, and then the 4th time for Wyoming. So, I am definitely somewhat familiar with these 2 schools, these 2 teams. So I do appreciate your support, as always. Again, just clicking on the live stream definitely helps out the channel. Looks like we're working our way back here to Laramie, Wyoming, where, again, it's 0-0. Colorado State will have the ball at the 4. So, yes, I was unsure if they would mark it down at the 2. But no, it's going to be, indeed, at the 4. Showing off Josh Allen here. Of course, he was a Wyoming Cowboy. Battle for the bronze boot. Rivalry since joining the Mountain West Series, tied at 13 apiece. Wyoming has won 3 of the last 4 meetings. That makes no sense. Oh, since joining the Mountain West, Colorado State has won only twice. Okay, that's what I was trying to They won only twice, yet the record's 13-13 now. So they won, of course, last year and in 2020, but since joining the Mountain West, that's been it. 1st and 10, Brousseau in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, tight ends in tight. Brousseau hands it off up the middle, trying to lean forward. He does. He's at the 5, the 10, and brought down at the 11. That is a gain of 7. That was Jalen Dupree on the carry. He'll be inducted to the Wyoming Hall of Fame this November. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Really cool. Showing off Jackson Brousseau here, 741 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. So Brousseau in the pistol, 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight. Brousseau, play action, steps up, looking, fires, and it is almost intercepted. Oh, he had a hand on it. That would have been a disaster. They've made a big deal about Brousseau. He has yet to throw a pick this year. But that could have been number 1. Oh, wow. So third and 4 coming up. No, pardon me, 3rd and 3. As they need to get to the 14 for a brand new set of downs. Brousseau in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Brousseau hands it off up the middle, leaning forward. And, he's driven backwards. He does get 2. Had the momentum, but then the momentum stopped and it went towards Wyoming. As it looks like Colorado State is going to have to punt. That was Avant on the carry. Kind of like, again, Wyoming, they have 2 backs, Avant and Dupree. I believe they have another back as well. And then for Wyoming, it's a lot of Harris. It's a lot of Kelman. You know, those are the main guys. Back to punt it is Hansen, and Hansen boots it away. It's a line drive, bouncing at the 40, rolling at the 50. It's at the 40, and will be downed at the 32-yard line. So, geez, what a line drive of a punt. So, a 54-yard punt. Oh, look, another commercial. 0-0 Colorado State and Wyoming with 9:28 left to go here in the third quarter. Or, pardon me, the first quarter. What am I talking about? This is the third game. That's probably what I was thinking of. The third game I've already done again. So, I do apologize if I'm sounding pretty tired. Definitely exhausted for sure. But again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Again, I know there's competition tonight, so I do appreciate those that do stay with me for this one. Again, this is my my 3rd time covering Colorado State, so I'm no stranger. And of course, Wyoming. This is my 4th time covering Wyoming, and you never know. Maybe I can do another one in the future. It's really just random. It's kind of random, kind of not. It's kind of random, kind of not. So, I feel like every 10 seconds there'd be a commercial break. I hope not. That's always the worst type of games. I'm looking for a good game. Looking for a good game, folks. That's what I want. I want even if it is like 13-10, I just hope it's a good defensive battle, or again, it's not the offense shooting themselves in the foot. That's what I want. I want a good, classic game. For the bronze boots. I mean, that is the border war, you got to make it good. You got to make it a good game. So, that is pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say. It is pretty amazing, though. Geez, Again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What else? Again, I guess I could check out some scores very soon. We did just check over scores, though. That's why I feel like, we'll check over scores in a minute. So, we are returning back to Laramie, Wyoming. We're again at 0-0 Colorado State and Wyoming. 9:28 left to go here in the first quarter. So Wyoming will take over at their own 33. Colorado State offense protect the quarterback, allowed 21 sacks this season. Defense limit the run game. Keep Wyoming over 125 rushing yards for Wyoming. The offense needs to start fast, and of course for defense, force turnovers. So 1st and 10, ball at the 33. I'm sure I'll eventually see the game, but geez, they really like showing this graphic. Anderson in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. That is Durr. Anderson tosses to Durr. Durr is blown up in the backfield. Oh, that's a loss on the play. A loss of 4. Oh, that is devastating. Again, just trying to do the bubble screen and just, well, again, it just wasn't working. So 2nd and 14 coming up for Wyoming. In the shotgun is Anderson, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Anderson hands it off to Harris. He's at the 30, breaks it inside and brought down at the 31. Just a gain of 2 for Harris. Samuel Harris, the running back. Again, you'll see a lot of Harris, a lot of Kelman when it comes to the run game for Wyoming. And then, of course, Avant and Dupree for Colorado State. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 here for Wyoming. 8:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Anderson in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, shovel pass. It's caught at the 35. He's at the 40 and brought down at the 45-yard line. That is Harris on the catch and run, and that's good enough for a Wyoming first down. And they might be kind of pushing. I don't know. They might be keeping tempo up here because, again, they're already at the line. But they're showing a commercial. Surely they're not running a play. Well, commercial, or not a commercial, but the replay. That'd be kind of annoying. Looks like they did slow it up, I guess. So 1st and 10, ball at the 45. Anderson in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Harris to his right as well. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 50, makes a guy miss, and is brought down at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 6 for Wyoming. Sargent with the catch, and Sargent is really upset. He is barking. Sargent really upset about something that had happened there. I don't know. Tote Harris, yep. Just give him the ball. 2nd and 4 for Wyoming. Ball at the 49 of Colorado State. Anderson in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. So Anderson's by himself back there. Anderson drops back. Heavy pressure. Anderson's going to take off and run, and he's going to be close. Pardon me, to the line of gain. He's not going to quite get there, though. It's a gain of 3. That makes it 3rd and inches, I guess. Oh, that was not Anderson. Oh, that was Sims. So I apologize. That was not Anderson. That was Sims, I guess the backup there for Anderson. So 3rd and inches for Wyoming. Ball at the 46, sending a man in motion. Anderson hands it off down the left side. He's got the first down. He's at the 40, the 35, 30, 25, and hit out of bounds at the 20. That is Scott with the carry. That's the 3rd guy. And again, it's mostly Kelman. It's mostly Harris, but Scott will get involved. And you see it right there. Again, that's a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. Scott lowering the shoulder, needing the contact. So 1st and 10 for Wyoming as we're approaching 5:30 on the clock. First and 10 of the 19. Anderson in the shotgun, drops back, looking to his right, steps up, he's taken off and throws it immediately out of bounds. So he was under duress. Yes, sir. Yeah, you love it. Yep, you gotta love it if you're a Wyoming fan. Colorado State, maybe not so much. So 2nd and 10 for Wyoming at the 19. 52% red zone touchdown percentage. That's good for 8th in the Mountain West for Wyoming here. So again, that's just a team that just struggles to punch it in. So 2nd and 10, Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Anderson drops back. Moving to his right is Anderson, keeping his eyes over the middle. It's caught at the 6. And, of course, he fell down, so he's going to be marked down at the 6. And that is a brand new set of downs. It's a gain of 13 for Eric Richardson. Richardson looking really good over the middle field. Of course, again, he just fell. Anderson 7 for 8, 48 yards so far in this one. Very much a dink and dunk guy. But hey, you know what? It's moving the chains. So it's 1st and goal at the 6. Anderson in the shotgun. Anderson hands it off up the middle. This is Scott still moving and is brought down at the 3. I thought that was a terrible spot. It should be at the 2. But apparently not. Apparently. They're going to mark him back at the 3. Get it in the end zone, Pokes. Such a cool, again, just again, covering these other teams I normally wouldn't do. It's been neat. Learning just things like the Pokes, the Cowboy, Pokes. I'm like, why do you guys call them Pokes? Oh, that makes sense. So again, this is my 4th time covering Wyoming, 3rd time Colorado State. It's been a pleasure. Of course, 2nd and goal at the 3. Anderson under center. Anderson hands it off to Kalman. Oh, and Kalman's tripped up at the 2. So maybe a yard there on the carry, not much. That's what makes it 3rd and goal from the 2. Ticking under 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Again, Wyoming, they are knocking on the door. Great tackle by number 12 here. Who was that? I don't know, but it's 3rd and goal. 2 fullbacks in the backfield, and we have a lot of pointing at each other. Wyoming and Colorado State each accusing each other of moving, as the referees have a little chat over this. So what we got? Delay a game on the defense. Oh, how many times did you hear that called? Oh, my goodness. And they can't believe it. Oh, they're beside themselves. Colorado State not too happy, but it's going to put the ball at the 1. 3rd and goal from the 1. Anderson is under center again. 2 fullbacks in the backfield. Anderson hands it off to Kalman up the middle, and he is not going to get there, as that is a loss on the play. Defensive delay is crazy. I know, you never really see it. Handing it off to Kalman again. I don't know if that 2 fullback thing just doesn't seem to work. So it's 4th and goal at the 2. They're going to go for it. They're going for it here on 4th and 2. Anderson is... No, this is Sims. Sims is in. Trips to the left. Sending a man in motion. Sims takes the snap. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Wyoming Cowboys. As Sims just runs it in straight up the middle. Landon Sims, the backup quarterback, getting a little bit of action here. And Laramie, Wyoming, pretty happy as they take the first lead in the border war, the Bronze Boot, if you will. Whatever you want to call it, it's both. Both is good. 12 plays, 67 yards, 6:45 on that drive. The extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, it is good. Wyoming leads 7-0 over Colorado State with 2:43 left to go in the first quarter. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to, folks. This is what I do. I call games. No Sabota at the 1-inch line. Yeah, I know, right? No tight ends at quarterback. Yes, I understand he was the quarterback last year. Or 2 years ago. I don't remember. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Again, I call games, folks. This is the 4th game I've covered for Wyoming, 3rd game for Colorado State. So you never know. This might not be the end of the road for you and your Wyoming Cowboys or Colorado State Rams. I could call this game again. Of course, again, I do bounce around college football, so you never really know what I'm doing. Same thing with the NFL. Of course, again, I cover every Steelers game, but I do bounce around that as well. Again, I covered Wyoming Air Force last week as well. So, again, you never know what I can call on any given Saturday. I keep you guys on your toes. Texas, Mississippi State. Oh, my goodness, they're in overtime. Mississippi State almost had it. Not quite, apparently. It's in overtime there. TCU 20, West Virginia 7. Wisconsin and Oregon tied at 0 apiece. Stanford leading 7-0 over Miami. Georgia Southern 14, Arkansas State 10. Louisiana 14, Troy 7. Louisville 7, Boston College 3. A&M, Texas A&M, and LSU. That is 0-0 there. Michigan leading 3-0 over Michigan State. Tennessee leading 7-0 over Kentucky. So that's what's been happening across the college football landscape. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. And, of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. 6 votes in, all of them for Wyoming. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen it this late in a game, and yet everything is with one team in the voting thing. So that's interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. So we're back here again in Wyoming, in Laramie, Wyoming. Again, it was just pretty much a quarterback draw. The backup quarterback came in, Sims, and just followed the blocks. Good stuff there by the tight end and the running back, Scott, to kind of clear the middle right there. So Wyoming will be kicking things off back to Colorado State. As Colorado State, again, really couldn't get much going there on their opening drive. Again, kind of a different coaching, not really a different coaching staff, but again, they will have no more Jay Norvell. So here is the kickoff. And that is fielded at the 5. It's at the 10, the 15, the 20, and hit hard at the 25. And again, a lot of pushing and shoving there. Colorado State guy all over a Wyoming guy. Surprised there's no foul. I mean, I don't know how that's not a foul there, but interesting. So here comes Brousseau and the Rams as they look to get things going here. Again, it wasn't really a great opening drive. So we'll see what they can do here with 2:37 left to go here in the first quarter. Ball at the 26. Brousseau in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Brousseau sending a man in motion. Brousseau hands it off. This is Marshall at the 30s, at the 35, the 40, and brought down at the 44. Marshall, the third guy, usually. Again, it's mostly Marshall and Dupree, or pardon me, Avant and Dupree, and then you'll see Marshall a little bit. Just like that, a carry for 18 yards. Just because of that, you might see him a little bit more. Looks like the counter worked pretty well. So 1st and 10 here for the Rams. The rallying Rams, perhaps. I don't know. 1st and 10 here at the 44. Brousseau moving to his left. Steps into the throw. Fires. It is intercepted. Intercepted, Wyoming. Of course, he was immediately brought down. Oh, that is a killer. That's going to be his first interception of the season. Again, they made such a big deal about how Brousseau doesn't turn the ball over. Hadn't thrown an interception yet. Just jumped right in front of it. Got 2 feet down, actually. So good stuff there for Wyoming. So 1:52 left to go here, and Wyoming will take over. Commercial break, of course, because they really hate us. They really don't like us at all. They love commercials. Definitely happy about that. Yeah, for sure, I bet. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, appreciate you guys for letting me call this game. Because I know, that, again, there's competition out there tonight. So I check out or try to... Hold on. Let's see here. Chase Gonzalez. I'm updating this thing in live here. So, again, appreciate you and your support there, man. I really do appreciate you. So go ahead. Let me go ahead and flip it over here. You'll see it update live. Of course, I had to shrink it over there. So now you are on the list there. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, again, it's 7-0 here. Wyoming leading over Colorado State. And of course, Brousseau just threw a pick. So Wyoming will have the ball around midfield. We'll have to wait to see. What where they actually mark it, because we're just kind of waiting here. Let's see here. Let's go with Texas. Texas now leading 45-38. Extra point is good, so Mississippi State, they'll have to answer back. Jeez, hoping that Mississippi State could win that one, but I don't know. I don't think they will now at this point. TCU 20, West Virginia 7. Again, zeros in Oregon as they host Wisconsin. Stanford 7, Miami 0. Georgia Southern 14, Arkansas State 10. Louisiana and Troy 14-14. Louisville 7, Boston College 3. Texas A&M leading 7-0 over LSU. Michigan 3, Michigan State nothing. Tennessee 7, Kentucky 3. And you're very welcome again. Appreciate it. No, thank you. Thank you very much. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him out at around the 50-yard line as we're, again, just kind of waiting to see what is happening. Just looking at the replay, though, it looked like it was out at the 50. So, again, Jackson Brousseau, his first interception of the season. They made a big deal about it in the pregame, so I was thinking, okay, well, he's going to throw a pick for sure in this one. So 1st and 10 at the 49 of Colorado State. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle. And he's going to take a shot down the right side, and that is overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for Sargent. He already has a catch himself tonight. Blocker kind of blocking Sargent from getting to the ball. So 2nd and 10 here for Wyoming. Ball at the 49. Anderson in the shotgun, receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Anderson hands it off to Kelman. Kelman at the 45, brought down at the 44. Again, a lot of pushing and shoving by these two teams. I mean, it is a rivalry game, so it's not really too shocking to think about or see. But yeah, no, it's getting a little pushy, shovey here. I was looking at Wyoming's commits so far this year. They got Taylor Hasbeck committed right now, amongst some other pretty good players. I'm not familiar with him, but hopefully he's good. I wonder if Hasselbeck, I hear that, so I'm thinking, okay, is he the son of Matt or Tim? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. 3rd and 4 at the 44. Drops back. Anderson looking, fires on the middle. It's caught. He's at the 40. He's got the first down, and he's brought down at the 36. That is a gain of 8. And that is a brand new set of downs for Colorado State. That was a catch and run by Richardson. That is his 2nd catch of the day for 22 yards now on the day for Richardson. So again, Wyoming looking pretty good. So 1st and 10 for Anderson and the Cowboys. Harris is in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Anderson drops back, rolling to his left. He's still rolling, and he'll take off and run and extend his arm for a little bit. He's brought down for maybe a yard. I don't know. Didn't really get much. He's the son of Tim. Okay, Tim Hasselbeck, gotcha. Matt was the better quarterback, for sure. I don't know really about Tim. I mean, of course, being the son of an NFL quarterback is always good. So it looks like that's going to take us to the conclusion of the end of the first quarter. Wyoming leading 7-0 over Colorado State, and of course, Wyoming has the ball. It'll be 2nd and 10. Looks like they didn't give him a yard there. 2nd and 10 at the Colorado State 35 whenever we do come back. So again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out in this one. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So hopefully that sounds good to you, and you like and subscribe for more play-by-play. And, of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Of course, I will prioritize calling the game. That is kind of rule number one. That's why you're here in the first place. But, of course, again, the chat is a big part of this channel. So, again, please don't hesitate to chat down below. And, of course, vote in the poll. We do have some people picking Colorado State now. So, Wyoming now at 89% of the vote. Colorado State at 11% of the vote. So there is that. Let's see here what is happening. Mississippi State again, I imagine. Hopefully Mississippi State can win. That'd be so great. TCU leading 20-7 over West Virginia. Let's see. Wisconsin, Oregon 0-0. Stanford 7, Miami nothing. Georgia Southern 21, Arkansas State 10, Troy 21, Louisiana 14, Texas A&M 7, LSU nothing. Boston College 9, they've just scored a touchdown, make it 10-7 over Louisville. Michigan 3, Michigan State nothing. Tennessee 7, Kentucky 0, and Houston and Arizona State at 0-0. I'm not familiar with Tim either. I'm going to have to look at some tape. Yeah, I mean, Tim wasn't all that great. I mean, I know Matt Hasselbeck was really good. I mean, I can kind of show you here Tim Hasselbeck. He was kind of like a backup for many years. 5 or 6 years, apparently. Didn't really do too much. So, yeah, there's that. Of course, again, his brother Matt was pretty solid for many years with Seattle. So, yeah, he played a good bit. Made it to the Super Bowl, of course, lost to the Steelers. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he goes. I mean, hey, you know, if he's the son of an NFL quarterback, he should at least be somewhat prepared. You know. Long commercial here. That's usually how they go. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Again, I know there's competition out there, so I really do appreciate you guys for letting me call the game. I really do. Hopefully I win you over with the way I call the game. Again, I tried for that traditional radio-style broadcast, and hopefully that sounds good to you. Let's see. Showing off the next game here on CBS Sports Network, FIU and Missouri State. I can assure you I'm probably calling that one. So I will maybe see you guys there, maybe not. That's okay. You have to make every stream. But again, I'm on here 6 days a week. So that'll probably be the game I pick on Wednesday. That's the one who said he want the ball. And we're going to score. Yep, that is him. If we want the ball, we're going to score. And then he threw a pick six as Anderson takes the snap up the middle. Oh, and he's got the first down. Brought down at the 22. Again, I apologize as they kind of just cut right back into action with the guy running down the field. That was Sims actually on the carry. Didn't get to see who was in a quarterback. So Sims getting more involved here. And it's kind of working. So 1st and 10 here at the 22. I believe this is Anderson in a quarterback. Yes, he is. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Anderson takes the snap. Sending 5. Throws it to the end zone. It is caught. Did he stay in bounds? He did. Touchdown, Wyoming Cowboys. Fitzgerald with the catch. Michael Fitzgerald extends this lead to 13-0. Kate Anderson, yeah, no, Landon. It was Landon. But, of course, Anderson again throwing to Fitzgerald wide open in the end zone. Wondering to see if his feet were in bounds. I believe they were. As they show a replay of the interception for no reason. All right, here's the snap to hold the kick. It is up. It is good. So Wyoming 14, Colorado State nothing. 14-15 left to go here. In the second quarter, they are very happy over there. Wyoming fans are pretty happy. Again, this is a border war, folks. This is for the Bronze Boots. Right now, Wyoming up 14-0. Man, I just went over the scores, too. See, that's what I don't like, man. Like, sometimes they really overdo it on these commercials. So what I can do is, let's see here. I know hockey's on. Well, I can do that. I can look over some hockey scores. All right. Well, the Penguins leading 2-1 over the Blue Jackets. Let's see. The Panthers leading 2-0 over the Golden Knights. Mammoth leading 3-2 over the Wild. Blues leading 4-0 over the Red Wings. Senators 1, Capitals 0. Canucks 1, Canadians 0. The Kings and Predators 0-0. Hurricanes Stars 0-0. Final scores from across North America, I guess. Flyers defeating the Islanders 4-3. Bruins 3, Avalanche 2. Lightning 4, Ducks 3, and the Maple Leafs 4, Sabres 3. I guess I do have some NBA stuff as well, in case you're interested in that. The Sixers leading the Hornets 41-31. The Bulls leading the Magic 52-49. Thunder 45. Hawks 36. And the Grizzlies 4. Pacers 3. As they're just now getting underway in that one. I agree. I feel like the NFL games have been good with their amount of commercials, but I also dissociate during commercials. NFL, it's about the same, to be honest with you. It's about the same. Maybe a little bit better. Maybe a little bit. So, yeah, it is what it is, you know. But, yeah, I'm just kind of tired of the commercials. I think they overdo them. I just think they overdo them, you know. That's just me, though. That is just me. So we are back here in Wyoming again. Wyoming leading 14-0. Over Colorado State. And Anderson just throwing a nice pass to the back of the end zone to take the lead. Again, 14-0 is your score. So we're just getting ready to come back to action here. That's all we really want. We just want some action. That's all we want here. Saying halftime on the scoreboard, that would be pretty wild. That is not the case. It is 14-0 here in the second quarter. As we are ready to resume things here in the second quarter. Feel it at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, and he's at the 20. Brought down at the 26-yard line. That is where Colorado will start. Colorado State, pardon me, will start. That's Brousseau again. He threw a pick 6. Not a pick 6. He threw a pick, which led to 6. Man, my brain is just, it's foggy right now. I've been battling this. I'm exhausted the whole day. I didn't get a lot of sleep, and here I am just struggling to make it through. 1st and 10 at the 26. Brousseau hands it off up the middle. He's at the 30 and hit hard at the 31-yard line. Who was that on the run? That is Kennard on the carry. So the Rams mixing it up with 4 backs now that have gotten the ball. So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Rams. Taking under 14 minutes here in this one. Brousseau in the shotgun. Trips to the left to one receiver to the right. Brousseau pitches here. This is Marshall on the carry and nothing doing as he's able to get a yard. But nothing really doing. So now it's 3rd and 4 coming up for Colorado State. Again, they need to get something going here. They need to get to the 36 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 33. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. Tight ends in tight. Brousseau hands it off to Marshall. Marshall breaks a tackle, takes a big hit, but he will have the first down as he's brought down at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Marshall. Seeing there, look at that. So he's at 23 yards on the day. We'd love to see Wyoming lay it on him, but at the same time, we'd love to see Wyoming win a close game. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice. It's a nice test of character there. If you win the close game, 1st and 10 at the 38, Brousseau in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Brousseau hands it off down the left side, trying to find something, but he can't. All he can find are a bunch of Cowboys all over him, as that's a loss on the play. Florentine with the tackle. Trying to see who that was on the run. Oh, and Dupree with the carry. That was Dupree. So 2nd and long coming up for Colorado State. 2nd and 13 to be exact. In the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 receiver to left, ball at the 34. Brousseau hands it off up the middle, and not much happening. Not much happening. It's a gain of about 3. But now it's 3rd and 10. For Colorado State. Again, it's 14-0 Wyoming leading over Colorado State. You have to imagine they have to get something going here. They want a chance to, I don't know, just to stay in it. 3rd and 9. No, it is 3rd and 9. Ball at the 39. They need to get to the 48 for a brand new set of downs. Brousseau drops back. Heavy pressure. Checks it down. It's caught by Dupree. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. Spinning around. Breaks free. He's at the 45. Brought down at the 47. Great effort by Dupree. But there is a flag on the play. And that might come back. That was a very good, very good effort by Dupree. Unfortunately for him, unable to get there. Yep, that's going to back him up 10. Just kind of manhandled the guy, and then he just, yeah, I mean, that was pretty bad there. So 3rd and 19 for the Rams. 63 yards penalty yards a game. That's the 3rd most in the Mountain West. 3rd and 19 again. They need to get to the 48. They're at the 29. Brousseau takes a snap, looking over the middle. Steps up, and he's going to take off a run. He's at the 30. He's at the 35 and brought down at the 36-yard line. I guess it's good for field position on the punt. But nothing doing, as that was tackled by, he was tackled by Stulsatz on the tackle. So Colorado State, again, it's been a rough showing for them. There's the snap, and here is the punt. 10, 20, 30, 40. Bouncing over the head. He's at the 5. Oh, stays it in. Oh, and he rolled into the end zone, but they're going to say that he downed it at the 3. So great stuff there by Colorado State to down it inside the 5. Hello, Dr. Lane Chat. Hope play calling is going fantastic. The play calling for the game, it's all right for, Wyoming is looking pretty good. For me, I'm pretty tired. I'm getting wrecked right now. But after this game, that means I get to relax for about, well, depending on when it ends. But, again, I think I got 3 games tomorrow, so I'll just try to relax, wind down, watch something, and then go to bed. So I'm tired. I just didn't sleep well last night at all. It is what it is. Appreciate you, Gaming Boy, for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Again, folks, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like college football, NFL, make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. Those likes definitely help out small channels like mine. They really do. As I try to compete in this hard and difficult YouTube world. That is pretty much it. Interesting. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say other than that. Hang in there, brother. Wanted to stop by, leave a like to keep up the amazing work. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. I try. I really do. But yeah, I'm exhausted tonight. So let's check over some other scores real quick to keep the conversation going. TCU 20, West Virginia 7, Oregon 0, Wisconsin 0. That's an interesting score there. Stanford and Miami at tied at 7 apiece. Another interesting score. Georgia Southern 21, Arkansas State 10, Troy 21, Louisiana 17, Texas A&M's 14, LSU 7, Boston College 10, Louisville 7, Michigan 10, Michigan State 0, Tennessee 14, Kentucky 7, Houston 3, Arizona State nothing. Texas just survives against Mississippi State. Dang it. That's my reaction to that. Dang it. Cowboys Broncos tomorrow. Was so close to picking this game to do, but I ended up not doing it. So close. Really want to do that, but, just elected not to. I have done plenty of Broncos games, just saying, for you Colorado State, Wyoming fans. And I do mix it up in the NFL as well. So again, 14-0 Wyoming. We'll have the ball and, of course, the lead. First and 10 at the 3. Anderson is under center. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and he gets the first down. Sorry, guys. Need some more water. Jeez. Talking a lot definitely requires a lot of water. Hoping that my Broncos can pull another win tomorrow. Yeah. Should be a good game. So first and 10 here at the 13. And there's a penalty marker on the play. Actually, it's saying 2nd and 1. So he is I guess it was a yard short. Sometimes, again, the voice will just give out. That's a problem. Looks like a false start for Wyoming. So Rex Johnson, the guilty party. And now it's 2nd and 6. Yeah, so again, it was not a first down. Oh, wow. Yeah, Johnson he went haywire. So 2nd and 6 ball at the 8. Anderson hands it off up the middle. This is Harris, and Harris only able to get, really back to the line of scrimmage. So that was interesting. The professional broadcaster messed up too. Look at that go. Look at us go. We're messing up. 3rd and 5 here. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. They need to get to the 13 for a brand new set of downs. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It's caught at the 14 and brought down at the 22-yard line. That is a gain of 14. And a brand new set of downs as Chris Sturd Jr. Need RJ Harvey to break out on your fantasy team. Well, good luck. I'm sure it'll happen. So 1st and 10 for Wyoming. So they're driving at 8 minutes and counting here at the 22-yard line. Anderson in the shotgun. Anderson drops back, looking to his right. Oh, it's a screen, and he's going to have to just chunk it in the dirt. Incomplete. Nothing doing there for Wyoming. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Wyoming. 7:53 left to go here. Again, Colorado State, they need to stop. They need to stop for sure. Anderson in the shotgun, but there's a flag. Now I wonder what's going to happen here. Substitution infraction on the offense. That'll back him up. So interesting, kind of a sloppy stuff here. So 2nd and 15 coming up for Wyoming. In the shotgun is Anderson, receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Kelman. Kelman breaks the tackle at the 20. He's at the 25, ripped down at the 26-yard line. Well, that's a nice gain there. Makes it 3rd and manageable, I would say. 3rd and 6. Kelman doing a good job. Again, averaging 6 yards a carry, not today, but just, on the season. Oh boy, here come the penalties. Oh yeah. So 3rd and 6. In the shotgun is Anderson. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They need to get to the 32 for a brand new set of downs. And there is another penalty. False start. False start on Kelman. So that's a killer. Like I said, kind of sloppy gameplay all of a sudden. Looking like me on College Football 26. Just all of a sudden moving backwards, can't move the ball. 3rd and 11 here for Wyoming. As we're ticking under 7 minutes here in the second quarter. 14-0 is your score. Wyoming leading, but Wyoming not trying to score apparently as Anderson swings it out to Durr. Durr cuts it outside at the 25 and brought down at the 26-yard line. So nothing doing. Now it looks like Wyoming will have to punt. No way. Oh, there's a way. When there's a will, there's a way. So Wyoming will punt it away. Again, just about 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes to go here. Colorado State can make something happen, I imagine. Again, they haven't really been able to do much. You can see Brousseau, 1 for 3, 2 yards and a pick. High snap, handled well, Edmiston. Punts it away. Fielded at the 21. He's at the 25. He's at the 30, 35, and brought down at the 37-yard line. But there's a flag. This would be interesting. Referee zebras, they're all just chatting it up. Trying to see what's happening here. During the return, holding. Return team, number 8. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So I wonder where they'll mark that. So, 6 minutes and counting here in the second quarter. They will head to commercial break. I, of course, will stay right here because, that's pretty much it. Oh, that's going to probably mark it back at the 20. Yep, there it is at the 20. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. If you like college football, NFL, this is the channel for you. As it is a growing channel. Again, over 1,300 subs in the last, pretty much since the beginning of August 1st. So, we're definitely a channel on the rise. Let's see here. TCU up 20-10 over West Virginia. Wisconsin, Oregon 0-0. Stanford, Miami 7-7. Georgia Southern 21, Arkansas State 10. Troy 21, Louisiana 17. Texas A&M 14, LSU 7. Boston College 10, Louisville 7. Michigan 10, Michigan State nothing. Tennessee 14, Kentucky 7, Houston 3, Arizona State nothing. So not much happening really in the sports world right now. I guess we can go over some hockey here. Penguins, let's see, I'll refresh this. Penguins lead 2-1 over the Blue Jackets. Panthers over the Golden Knights 3-0. It's cold in here. Geez, Mammoth 5, Wild 2, Blues 4, Red Wings 1, Senators 4, Capitals 0, the Canucks 2, Canadians nothing, 1-1 Kings and Predators, and the Hurricanes leading 1-0 over the Stars. And then final scores: Flyers 4, Islanders 3, Bruins 3, Avalanche 2, Lightning 4, Ducks 3, and the Maple Leafs 4, Sabres 3. In basketball, the Sixers leading the Hornets 56-53, Bulls 72, Magic 64, Thunder 60, Hawks 55, and the Pacers trailing the Grizzlies 21-19. That's pretty much what's happening. Not much happening, really. Again, I just checked over the college scores in the last commercial break. We'll check over those in the near future. So, yeah, no, definitely do. Again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games. And I do it a lot. 6 days a week, in fact. So it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Colorado State at the 20-yard line. And again, Colorado State, they need to get something going. You look at the stats here, only 47 yards of total offense. 188 for Wyoming. I'm sure, again, that's pretty good. But again, it's just been a one-sided affair. Luckily for them, they could make it a one-score game if they were to punch into the end zone here. 1st and 10 here for Colorado State. Brousseau drops back, looking, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Maher. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Again, just a rough showing here for the Colorado State offense. Of course, Wyoming's defense is really good. I don't know if it's really more of Wyoming's defense or just Colorado State's struggling on offense. And it just really feels like that is the case. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Brousseau in the shotgun, trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Brousseau takes the snap, looking to his right, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 25 and brought down around the 29-yard line. That was Ross on the catch and run. Makes it 3rd and manageable for Colorado State. And again, they need it. They need something. Done a good job there, Ross, trying to get open. That's all he really needs to do. So 3rd and 1, they're 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They just need a yard. Brousseau in the shotgun, receivers to each side. Sending a man in motion, Brousseau keeps it. No, he handed it off, but I don't know if he's going to get there. The referee signaling he will get the 1st down. Extending on that last-second effort. Trying to see who this was. That was Avant on the carry. And again, a brand new set of downs for Colorado State. Make it 1 for 4. Unfortunately, that was not the case for Wyoming fans. Avant was contacted at the 28, but he just nothing but willpower. He needed to get to the 30. He did. 1st and 10 at the 30. In the pistols, Brousseau. Brousseau, play action. Drops back, steps up, fires down the middle of the field. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Higgins, but there is a flag. That'll be interesting. Couldn't connect there on that one. Ooh, pass interference is what it looks like it's going to be. Oh, holding. Holding on the defense. So that is a 10-yard penalty in college. Wow. Yeah, no. Definitely a reason why he didn't quite get free there. 1st and 10 at the 40 as Brousseau hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get a couple. That was, I believe, Dupree on the carry. It was Dupree with the 2-yard gain. Dupree, again, kind of struggling tonight. 4 carries, 10 yards. Approaching the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. So ball at the 42 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, tight ends in tight. Brousseau takes the snap. Keeps it on the RPO, and that was the wrong decision as he's not going to get much. He gets maybe a yard, and that's it. Man, 2 running backs in the backfield like to run it with the quarterback. Brousseau is not exactly the best runner. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 50, but it looks like Colorado State just called a timeout. So 3:22 left to go. Colorado State are going to talk it over. All right, looks like we'll check out some other scores here again. I know there's only so much I can really check over. So again, TCU 20, West Virginia 10. Oregon now up 7-0 over Wisconsin, Sanford and Miami 7-7. Georgia Southern 21, Arkansas State 17. Troy 21, Louisiana 17. Texas A&M 14, LSU 7. Boston College 10, Louisville 7. Michigan 10, Michigan State nothing. Tennessee 21, Kentucky 7. Houston 3, Arizona State nothing. Little late, got distracted by the Pens game. Well, I know they were winning, or at least last time I checked. So, no, you're good, Draven. Like I said, it's no big deal. Again, appreciate you, though, checking on in. 3rd and 7 at the 43 in the shotgun is Brousseau. Brousseau moving to his right. Heavy pressure, fires. It is intercepted. As he caught it at the 43, slid down. And Wyoming will take over. Again, you just got to feel for Colorado State. And they just can't seem to find. They just can't seem to find the other side of the field. And this is interesting. Yeah, he was throwing it off his back foot. Yeah, that's a very wild. But, again, the timing is interesting. Again, Braden Fowler, Nicolosi, he left the team. So there's no more, reliable backup that, has made a lot of starts. I'm sure he's checking this out and like, hey, you know what? Should have never got rid of me. So, 1st and 10 here for Wyoming at the 44. Yes, the boot has got to be coming back to Laramie. It's looking like it will. 1st and 10 at the 44. Anderson in the shotgun. It's a bubble screen. It's caught. And he makes a guy miss, but then the other guy gets him down. So nothing doing there for Richardson, pardon me. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Wyoming. Just showing off here the replay. Brousseau just fading back and throwing off his back foot. Can't do that. 2nd and 10 at the 44 in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Anderson. No, this is Sims up the middle, and Sims going to get a gain of 4. Again, Sims has been, working himself in quite a bit, and there's an injury on the play. As it looks like there's an injured Ram. Hopefully Iowa gets ranked, but I'm not holding my breath. I don't see it happening. I don't know. Let me duplicate this. And I do apologize. Pretty exhausted. Just didn't get enough sleep last night. And of course, I've been in front of this thing pretty much the entire day. Iowa doesn't have any votes, so I don't see that happening. Usually you can tell, if they have votes prior, then yeah. But they don't have any. No commercial break here either. Interesting. Yeah, so again, USC was 26, Utah number 27, Tulane 30, 28, Houston 29, Navy 30. I think Navy they could jump a few people here. I mean, it just depends on what happens. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, I do apologize. Pretty exhausted. I guess I didn't wake up at all. I thought I would, but apparently not. So, it is what it is. But, again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Again, I know there's competition out there. So, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out whenever I'm, like, at 25% ability. So hopefully that means you'll like me at 100%. If you think I'm okay at 25, you'll love me at 100. Again, there is an injured Ram. He is being helped up right now. I don't know what's really the problem. I know he is kind of limping a little bit, so that might be the issue. Yeah, I need a soda. That's probably what it is. So at halftime, probably, again, step away and try to get something in me so I can get some caffeine. That's probably what I need. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 here for Wyoming. Wyoming coach having a little discussion here with the referee. So, again, he's had a rough night. So 3rd and 6 at the 48. They need to get to the 46 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun is Anderson. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. And they're going to let this trickle down, actually. 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning, 14-0 Wyoming leading. What's your favorite pop? I like Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is my favorite. Dr. Pepper. I don't know how it is up there. I don't know if Wyoming or Colorado like Dr. Pepper, but no, I'm a Dr. Pepper guy. I love Dr. Pepper. Love it so much. It is the best. So, big fan. Yeah, again, I just don't see Iowa being ranked. I mean, it was a big win. I just don't see it. I mean, they might get some votes this week, though. I think someone will rank them in the top 25. I just don't think the AP will. I wonder when the college football playoff rankings are going to come out. That would be huge. Let me actually Google that. I'm curious. You enjoy some Dr. P. Root beer is your favorite? Yeah, root beer is all right. I mean, well, I like root beer with I like root beer with ice cream. I think that's more my thing. I don't really. Yeah, I don't think I like root beer by itself. College football rankings 2025. I should probably put up playoff rankings too. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know when the college football playoff rankings release. There we go. That's what we want. Playoff rankings. When is it? When are you guys meeting? Okay, that's last year's, really. Yeah, it's actually not telling me. It's actually annoying. When do they come out? Tuesday, November 4th. Okay, so pretty much another Saturday, and then that's it. Okay, that's cool. Huh. That's neat. Barks, Mug, or A&W? Yeah, that's more of a, it's more of a chase question here. Don't know if you've ever been A&W spot. There's one pretty close to where I live, and they make root beer in a restaurant, and it's amazing. Yeah, no. So the honeymoon, my honeymoon, my wife and I, we went up to Colorado Springs, and we saw an A&W restaurant. We couldn't believe our minds. Like, what? They made a restaurant about the soda? I'm like, what the heck? And we didn't get to go in. We should have, but yeah, I was kind of blown away. I bet it is amazing, though. 3rd and 6 here at the 48. Need to get to the 46. Anderson drops back, fires down the left side. It is incomplete, but there's a flag, and it's probably going to be pass interference. The Ram can't believe it. Oh, he can't believe it. Barks mug. Yeah, again, for me, root beer is root beer, But again, I only have it with ice cream. It has to be a root beer float. This guy, Draven, yeah. Pass interference number 4. That's going to be an automatic first down for Wyoming. Jahari Rogers, the guilty party. Yeah, I think Rogers just tried to take out Fitzgerald, I guess. I don't know. All right, so a brand new set of downs. 1st and 10 here for Wyoming as they're at the Colorado State 37. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Anderson drops back, steps up, fires. It is caught at the 22, spins around at the 20. He loses the ball. He loses the ball. It may have been recovered by Wyoming. I think 2 Colorado Rams were fighting for the ball. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. I'd like to see the replay again, but that just looks like, oh, man, Colorado State looking selfish right now. Again, it looked like it was going to be a clear recovery by Colorado State. They're showing a wrong replay there. I don't know what in the world that replay is all about. That's a dumb replay. And W is definitely worth going if you ever see one again. Not sure if it's just the one near me, but it's a Sonic style. They have a really good cheese curds. Okay. Well, I know, again, it was up there in that part of the country. Is Sims throws it in the flat. It's caught at the 15. He's at the 10 and brought down at the 8. So just like that, it's Wyoming inside the 10 with a minute 05 left to go and counting, of course. So Sims has been looking pretty good. Of course, Sims is kind of still the backup here. Anderson, the guy. 2nd and 4. For Anderson as he's in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Anderson drops back, looking, fires to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Wyoming Cowboys. Durr Jr. is very happy with himself, doing every single emote he can possibly think of. And Wyoming leads 20-0. Wow. Anderson again, 14 for 17, 129 and 2 touchdowns on the day. He's been very efficient. Very efficient. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 21-0. Wyoming leads over Colorado State with 36 seconds left to go here in the first half. Man, Wyoming is looking so much better than Colorado State tonight. It's interesting. I thought it'd be a close game, to be honest with you, but shoot. Anderson very happy with himself. Jeez. Again, 36 seconds. Just showing the replay here again. They've been showing this replay over and over again. I guess they're really, really just looking for stuff to talk about. But yeah, it's pretty much just an out route. And the two outside receivers, they ran slant, so it's pretty much a clearing a 1v1 pretty much. I said 1v1, one-on-one. Same thing, I would say. 5 plays, 56 yards, 2:39 off the clock there for Wyoming. So here is the kickoff, fielded at the 5, he's at the 10, the 15, and is brought down at the 20. So Colorado State will have 30 seconds and 2 timeouts to do something here. And again, it's just been a one-sided affair. 21-0 again, just it has been rough. Brousseau is in the shotgun. As again, they're just looking to get something going here. Just not much time at all. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right. Brousseau drops back, swings it out. It's caught. He's at the 20. Bounces it outside at the 26, and that's where he's pushed out. I think that was Broussard, I think, with the catch. I could be wrong. Oh, Kinnard. You're expecting a close game, too. I'm pretty happy that's turning out potentially to be a blowout. So that's the fact that the Pokes aren't as bad as I think they are. Thank goodness. Oh, yeah. No, they're looking pretty good tonight. I'm surprised at Colorado State, though, not showing much fight. So, 2nd and 4 here at the 26. Brousseau drops back, heavy pressure, and down he goes. Sack. There is a timeout. I don't know who called it. Colorado State with the timeout. Tennessee apparently up on Kentucky 21-7. Man, that is a tough one. Eller with the sack. So again, 3rd and 9 coming up for Colorado State after the timeout. They've just been flailing and failing tonight. They just really can't get anything going. Just can't get anything going, and you have to wonder if it was more than just the coach. You have to wonder. Seeing the Steelers might trade for Brian Thomas Jr. I don't like that trade at all. I mean, I would be okay with it. I don't think we're after him, though. I heard we're after Jalen Waddle. Brousseau bumbles the snap, fires over the middle. It's caught. What a catch, but unable to get much. So it looks like that is going to be Miami going to call a timeout. That's interesting. I think that's just kind of annoying myself, but it is what it is. Almost a disastrous play for Colorado State. Again, almost fumbles the snap. But no, it was Jalen Waddle, and I think, who was the other guy? I mean, I've been seeing Chris Olave, but I don't think that was official. But, like, we have actually contacted the Dolphins about Waddle and then another guy. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe I can't. Let's see here. Probably not. I don't think I'll find it. It was a good bit ago. But yeah, no, that'd be huge if we got Waddle. I've always liked Waddle. Waddle's a solid receiver. So 4th and 8, and again, they're going to go ahead and call the timeout, 14 seconds. And he's going to take his time in a line drive. Bounce at the 45, fielded at the 30. He's at the 33-yard line before he's dropped with about 4 seconds left. So one play for Wyoming, and I imagine he'd probably just take a knee. Since he's 23, I feel like they would want too much. Yeah, no, I don't think the Jaguars would trade him anyway. They are still in the playoffs, still in the playoff picture. The Dolphins, I mean, they're they're pretty much out. Yeah, then of course, Chris Olave, of course, they're also out. I don't know. There was another guy too. I think it was Jacoby Myers. I think that was the actual. See, I think we've actually reached out for Waddle and Myers. So a 10-yard penalty, I guess, going against Wyoming, as it was a holding call. So again, just 4 seconds left here until the first half concludes. Again, Wyoming up 21-0 over Colorado State. I have to imagine that Wyoming will, for sure, take a knee. And again, I will probably step away for halftime. I'll be sure to be back for the conclusion of this one, as I try to get some caffeine in me, because I have low, and I'm exhausted right now. I'm like trying to. It's everything for me to. I'm falling asleep because again, I just could not sleep last night. Been on here since 11 Central Time. It is 8 o'clock Central Time. It is exhausting. Okay, so they're putting 7 seconds on the clock. And I just imagine that they would take a knee anyway. I just don't see, yeah. So, anyway, I guess we're just waiting all this time for a knee, if I had to guess. Hurricanes are making you proud tonight. Yeah. Anderson under center. He's going to take a knee, and there it is. So, that is your halftime score. 21-0 Wyoming over Colorado State. So, again, what's happening right now? TCU up 23-10 over West Virginia. Oregon leading 7-0 over Wisconsin. Miami leading 14-7 over Stanford. Let's go Stanford. Georgia Southern 21, Arkansas State 17. Troy 21, Louisiana 17. Texas A&M 14, LSU 9. Louisville 21, Boston College 10. Michigan 10, Michigan State 7. Tennessee 28, Kentucky 14. And Houston 10, Arizona State nothing. All right, folks, again, I will be back for the second half as I try to get some energy. Geez, I'm exhausted. But I will see you guys very, very soon. Okay, peace. Very soon, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Of course, there's still plenty of time left. Again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Kind of just going to chill now. Obviously, I'm going to call the rest of this game, but, at this point, since I'm so tired, I might get a little delirious. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do even a better job. I don't know. But, yeah, again, 21-0 is the score. Check out what's happening across the nation while we're kind of just waiting to see what happens. Yeah, okay, actually, no, we're going to be going back very soon. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes, actually. That's good. Why in the world are we on week 6? I don't know. Couldn't tell you why. But here in week 9, TCU leading 23-17 over West Virginia. Oregon leading 14-0 over Wisconsin. Miami 21, Stanford 7 in the third quarter. Arkansas State 24, Georgia Southern 21, Troy 28, Louisiana 20. LSU taking the lead 15-14 over Texas A&M, and I believe they still have the ball according to this, so that's interesting. Louisville 21, Boston College 10, Michigan 10, Michigan State 7, Tennessee 28, Kentucky 14, Houston 10, Arizona State nothing. Final scores from earlier. We'll just do the top 25. Indiana 56, UCLA 6. Alabama 29, South Carolina 22. I can't believe we're already 9 weeks. I know. Everything's just going so fast. Oh, man, I just hate that. That's one thing about football. It's awesome when it's here, but I feel like just that 6 months just goes by incredibly fast. It's amazing. I guess for college it'd be, August, September, October, November, December. So I guess, 5 months. But actually, no, you guys don't really... College doesn't really play in December unless it's the bowl, really. But anyway, Georgia Tech winning 41-16 over Syracuse. Ole Miss over Oklahoma 34-26. Vanderbilt over Missouri 17-10. Let's see here. BYU 41, Iowa State 27, Texas Tech 42, Oklahoma State nothing. Virginia 17, North Carolina 16, Memphis 34, South Florida 31, Cincinnati 41, Baylor 20, Texas 45, Mississippi State 38, Washington over Illinois 45 or 42-25, and then I guess the score that's important for me will be Pittsburgh and NC State 53-34. Pitt moving to 6-2. Let's go Pitt. And then Iowa 41, Minnesota 3. So look at that, the Iowa Hawkeyes looking good. So, we're just kind of waiting for this one to get back. I think we're about to be there. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. That's pretty much it. I'm just kind of ready to get back into action. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow with some football. In case if you're here and you haven't subbed yet, I'll be doing plenty of football tomorrow. Again, another 3-stream triple header here on DrDelay triple header. Open up with the Falcons and the Dolphins. Of course, that one's in Atlanta. The second game is Tampa Bay at New Orleans. And then, of course, the final game of the night will be Pittsburgh and Green Bay. That should be a great one. It is in Pittsburgh. So no Aaron returns to Green Bay, which would have been amazing. But, hey, he still plays his former team. So that'll be pretty fun. And, yes, I do have a Coke, actually. It's not Dr. Pepper to wake me up here. I think it already has a little bit. Oh, yeah. That hits the spot. But, they're showing off all the highlights here. It's been all Wyoming. Wyoming has just dominated this game. You can see here, look at the stats. 228-62 as far as total yards. Turnovers, Colorado State with 2. First downs, 12 for Wyoming, 4 to Colorado State. Penalties, about even, but, again, it doesn't really matter. Again, you just can't commit penalties when you're already down by that much. Again, you just haven't been able to get the ball moving. Colorado State just not doing a good job. Time possession almost 2-1. That is just embarrassing. But we'll see what happens here. Colorado State will get the ball, of course, to start the second half. So maybe they can get something going here. I'm not too sure, but they need to they got to start off with something. I know a field goal would still keep it a 3-score game, but that is much better than looking up and seeing a 0. So we'll look and see what's happening here as we're ready to kick things off. Wyoming again in their all blacks. So I think those are the Cole uniforms, if I do recall from what Chase said, is that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. So again, 21-0, Wyoming leading over Colorado State. So here comes Brousseau and the 5 drives in the first half. 3 punts and 2 picks. Seems like a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Brousseau in the shotgun. Running back to his right now. He's by himself. Trips to the left, to the right. Brousseau swings it out. It's caught at the 23. He's at the 25, the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 31. So a gain of 6, as that's how we start things off here. Winfield, the guy that caught the ball, was trying to get out of there, but the referee said, no, you're just going to have to stay here on the sideline for some reason. That was kind of weird. So 2nd and 4 coming up for the Rams. Actually make it 2nd and 3. Ball at the 32. Brousseau in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Tight end and tight. Hands it off up the middle. And a bunch of Cowboys are there to bring him down after nothing doing for Marshall. Hello, Doctor. Any of your counterparts covering the World Series? Yes, there are. Let me see. Give me a second. Then refresh this. We got, I know JJ is. I'll post his thing. There's one. As it's 3rd and 3. Brousseau looking, fires. It is incomplete. Nothing doing. There's Jaguar Gator. He's pretty good. This guy, Jaguar Gator, again, he's the inspiration for my channel. So, very much a guy here. Football Nation. I mean, I'm not really affiliated. CeeLo's covering that. So, yeah, I would say, there you go. Those you got too. And have a good night, Sean. You take care. Appreciate you for stopping in. And here is the punt. Fielded at the 20, and he's hit down at the 22-yard line, so not much happening there. So timeout for, well, just immediate timeout. So, again, a very quick drive there, 21-0. Wyoming, of course, will have the ball with just over 14 minutes to go in this one. Oh, man. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. In the World Series right now, it is 1-1, in case you're wondering. It is 1-1 there. Can you go ahead and actually put that on lb.com. Let's see here. Let's click this. So there you go. 1-1 there. A lot of sports happening across the sports world. So, yeah, we're just kind of chilling out. Again, hopefully, I mean, maybe Colorado State can make it a game. I don't know. I mean, obviously, no dog in the fight, but I do like good games. I'm a big fan of close games. LSU now up 18-14 over A&M. Yep. Yes, sir. That's pretty much it. Can Indiana going to go 8-0? Can make an argument. I mean, yeah, you really can't make the argument, actually. Ohio State deserves to be the number one. Alabama almost lost to South Carolina. That would have been a huge loss. They would have tumbled, but unfortunately they did not. Man, oh man, we're just kind of ready for this to get going again. All right. We're back here in Laramie, Wyoming, where again Wyoming lead 21-0. Let me go ahead and move the chat over here. I think that'd be better for me. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Move that over there. But yeah, 21-0 over Colorado State. The Denver Nuggets apparently lead 13-6 over Phoenix in that one. Ryan Yarborough. Not familiar with him, but hey, he's inducted to the 2025 College Football Hall of Fame, so congratulations to him. All right, 1st and 10 here for Wyoming at the 22. Anderson hands it off. This is Harris. Harris at the 25 and tripped up at the 29-yard line. Harris with a nice gain. Gain of about, 4 or 5. And Wyoming, I mean, all they really need to do here is just kind of keep the ball on the ground, just chew the clock. I mean, they've just been dominating. So 21-0 again is your score. 2nd and 3 is the down and distance as it's at the 29. Anderson drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is caught at the 35. It's at the 40, the 45, bouncing it outside at the 50, cuts inside, and brought down at the 47-yard line. That's a nice catch and run. Gain of about 24 yards. And, of course, Wyoming will have a brand new set of downs. Yeah, 68% of you guys had Wyoming. Jeez, I don't know. I feel like it probably should be like 86%. And flip those numbers here. Colorado State doesn't look like they came to play today. 1st and 10 at the 47. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Tight ends in tight. Anderson hands it off to Harris. Harris doesn't find much as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss on the play. So 2nd and long coming up for Wyoming. Again, they just had a very nice play anyway, so definitely could easily have a nice play here. 2nd and 12, ball at the 49. Pens down 4-2. No way. They were up 2-1 over the Blue Jackets. That's tough. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As Anderson hands it off to Harris up the middle. He's at the 45, the 40, and brought down at the 35-yard line, spinning away from some tacklers. And, of course, that is a brand new set of downs for Wyoming. Wyoming they're just moving. They're just moving the ball. So 1st and 10 here for Tote Harris. Tote Harris again, 7 rushes, 32 yards. He's actually off the field now, so it's Kelman. Kelman in the game. Anderson in the shotgun. Anderson drops back, looking to his left. Now fires to his right. It is almost an acrobatic catch, but unable to make the catch is Conan. Incomplete. Do you think? What do I think? Actually, it was Coonan, not Conan. I thought it was Conan. Do you think Norvell being fired made the players give up, or the Rams have been like this in games you've watched before? Honestly, they have been in games that have been like this, to be honest. I don't know why. Again, they were really good last year. I think they went 9-4. That's kind of a drop-off here as he hands it off up the middle. This is Scott at the 30. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. Touchdown, Wyoming Cowboys. Oh, and this is a rout. This is indeed a rout. Sam Scott up the middle. 37 yards for the score. Great blocking here. Double teaming a guy, and then, of course, they go to the second level. Yeah, that's good stuff. Scott was just wide. I mean, just as wide as, it's just a wide open. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. 28-0 is your score here. Wyoming leading, of course, over Colorado State with 10:51 left to go in this one. Do you like blowouts? Well, I got one for you right here. You really like the Wyoming tight end. Which one? Is it Savota, the former quarterback? Again, appreciate you guys right now. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to, folks. This is what I do. I call games. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, no, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Let's see here. We got just a bunch of stuff here. I've already repeated myself really plenty of times here, but we'll go ahead and do it again. Oregon 14, Wisconsin nothing. Miami 28, Stanford 7, Arkansas State 24, Georgia Southern 21, Troy 28, Louisiana 20, LSU 28, Texas A&M 14, Louisville 21, Boston College 10, Michigan 10, Michigan State 7, Wyoming 28, Colorado State nothing. Of course, that's the one we're covering. Tennessee 28, Kentucky 21, so Kentucky making it close. And Houston 10-0 over Arizona State. Really? Wow. Interesting. Gillenborg. Okay. Gillenborg is a fan or is a favorite. Draven is a fan favorite of Gillenborg. Looking at some of the stats here again, Anderson 15 for 19 on the night, 153 and 2 touchdowns. Brousseau, on the other hand, 5 for 10, 25 yards and 2 picks. Leading running back for Wyoming is Scott. Of course, he had 37 on that run. 3 carries, 68 yards and a touchdown. Marshall, 23 yards on 3 carries. Leading receiver for Colorado State, Ross, with 9 yards on a catch. And then Chris Sturr Jr., 7 catches, 67 yards and a touchdown. Gillenborg is S. You're saying S tier? Gillenborg is such a good player for the Cowboys. I think he got hurt in the Colorado game, I want to say. Oh, geez. Oh, hey, might as well be S tier. All right, we're back here in Laramie, Wyoming. Again, 28-0 is your score. I mean, an absolute blowout of a game. I mean, that is... Yeah, this is just a blowout. I don't really have anything else to say. Maybe Colorado State can make it a game. Again, they've had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Just haven't been able to really punch things through. As they're going to be kicking things off back to Colorado State, fielding it at the 1. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. Ooh, and brought down at the 28. Feel like he had a lot of room there, but he ran right into a player. That's a killer. Yeah, and he's kind of upset about it. He knew. This is Jay Sauvel, the 6th game scoring over 22 points. But I guess... Is this for his career? Or is that today or this year? I don't know. Anyway, Brousseau tosses up. He's at the 30, the 35, and pushed out of bounds. Close to the line again. That was Kennard. Hold on. Oh, geez. So that's in his career. Oh, my gosh. That's not good. Yeah, they struggle on offense here in Wyoming. I'm like, there's no way they've scored that many this year, because then they wouldn't be 3-4. So 1st and 10 at the 38 in the shotgun is Brousseau. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Brousseau takes a snap, looking to his left, fires. It is caught at the 43 and pushed out of bounds at the 44. Nice catch and run there. Of course, Wyoming all over it, preventing the big gain. Gillenborg did play last week against Air Force. He was actually Savota's target on the interception he threw. Oh, really? I don't remember that, yeah. But I remember the pick. I remember the interception for sure. That was pretty iconic. 2nd and 4, ball at the 44. In the shotgun. Brousseau awaiting the snap. Looks like they're kind of killing the clock here as Brousseau drops back looking, fires down the right side. It is caught at the 30. And no, maybe Wyoming ripped it away. Rocky Beers with the catch. And the offense saying that, yeah, no, so it's going to be first down for Colorado State. Oh, that was a heck of a catch. Of course, the Wyoming defender was all over it. And you can argue that, I mean, he ripped it away, but wasn't quite the case. As it's now pouring here where I live. That's great. So if the lights go out, my bad. I mean, it's probably going to be a Colorado State loss, to be honest with you. He's handed off up the middle. This is Dupree, and he's only going to get a couple. Matching his jersey number there, number 2, with a gain of 2. Makes it 2nd and 8 coming up for the Rams. Yeah, no, again, it was definitely a game where I thought, this could be a nice back-and-forth game. I don't know. I'm kind of in shock. I mean, Wyoming looking really good. Colorado State looking really bad. 2nd and 8 at the 24. Brousseau in the shotgun. Brousseau takes the snap. But it looks like there's going to be a timeout for Wyoming. Interesting there. A little bit early, I would say, to use timeouts, but looks like they didn't like it. Rocky Beers. Oh, yeah. Rocky Beers is a great name. Sounds like a College World 26 generated name. It does. It does. No, yeah, this guy is it's a great name. Leading the team in receiving yards, 1 catch, 30 yards tonight. So definitely needs to get more targeted, I would say, more targets. Again, if you're just joining us, 28-0 is your score here in this one. Wyoming leading, of course. Rams with the ball, Colorado State, that is. And they trying to get on the board. I'm sure they'll take a field goal here because, again, this is a disaster for the Rams. I really like the helmets. The helmets of Colorado State, pretty much like the Rams, of course. I think of more of the St. Louis Rams rather than the Los Angeles Rams. 2nd and 8, ball at the 24. Colorado State in the shotgun, swings it out. It's caught, and oh my goodness, he's blown up. Oh, Dupree, as soon as he caught the ball, Johnson decided to send him to the turf in a rather thunderous way. Oh, man, blown up Dupree with a loss of 3. That was a disaster waiting to happen. Perhaps a new OC was what Wyoming needed after all. Oh, yeah, they look much more efficient tonight. Colorado State again, just getting beat up. 3rd and 11. Colorado State in the shotgun. Brousseau drops back, and it is batted at the line, incomplete. Nothing doing for Colorado State. A good-looking drive, looking like it'll stall out here. Again, I don't know if they would just... I wonder if they would kick the field goal. I mean, I would. Get some points on the board. That way you don't get shut out. Oh, man, they're going for it. So it's at the 27. They need to get to the 16 for a brand new set of downs. Brousseau in the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. They better get the snap off. They get it off. Brousseau looking, fires down the left side. It is incomplete. He had it in his hands, was not able to hold on. And Wyoming will take over. I don't know. I just feel like you should take the points there. And that's what I would think. Just get on the board. Almost a heck of a catch, but unable to make it. 28-0 Wyoming leading over Colorado State with 7:28 left to go here in the third quarter. And this is definitely a blowout. In the MLB world, it is 1-1. between Los Angeles and Toronto. In the NBA world, the Hornets lead the Sixers 96-89. Thunder leading the Hawks 106-87. Grizzlies 68, Pacers 65, Nuggets 17, Suns 10, and the Bulls have defeated the Magic 110-98. In the hockey world, the Penguins have roared back. Look at that. They've waddled back, I should say. And they now are tied up with the Blue Jackets 4-4. Senators 5, Capitals 1, Canadians 4, Canucks 3. Kings and Predators tied at 3 apiece. Hurricanes and the Stars at 2 apiece. And then for final scores right now, the Flyers over the Islanders 4-3. Bruins over the Avalanche 3-2. Lightning over the Ducks 4-3. And Maple Leafs 4, Sabres 3. That happened in overtime. Predators 3, Golden Knights nothing. Mammoth 6, Wild 2, and the Red Wings 6, Blues 4. So come on, Penguins. Let's see here. Currently happening, Oregon leading over Wisconsin 14-0. Miami all over Stanford 35-7. Jeez, Arkansas State 24. Georgia Southern 21. Troy 28. Louisiana 23. LSU leading 18-14 over Texas A&M. Louisville 21. Boston College 17. Michigan 10. Michigan State 7. Wyoming, of course, leading 28-0 in this game. Tennessee leading 35-21 over Kentucky, and Houston up 10-0 over Arizona State. So that is pretty much what is happening right now across the nation. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Showing some of the plays here in this one. Brousseau, of course, throwing 2 interceptions and just has been under duress really the entire night. And to be honest, even when he hasn't been, it just hasn't worked. Again, 9 for 16, 68 yards. It's a rough one. So 1st and 10 here for Wyoming. They'll have the ball at their own 27. Looking again, I imagine just to chew the clock and trying to get out of here with no injuries. Anderson in the shotgun. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Anderson claps, takes a snap, play action, drops back, looking down the right side, and this is almost intercepted. Rogers, the defensive back that almost made a great play, but unable to hold on. Intended for Brantley. So there goes my theory that they would chew clock here. Taking a shot down the right sideline. I was going to say right field line. Jeez. The baseball. The baseball has not left me yet. In the shotgun is Anderson. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. This is Kelvin. He's at the 35 and close to the 37-yard line. Not quite. Yeah, it's going to be about a gain of 9. Gary saying, go Pokes. Yeah, no, the Wyoming looking really good tonight, Gary. Should be very proud. Very proud of your Wyoming Cowboys. They look really good. So 3rd and 1 here for Wyoming. Anderson is in the shotgun. Looks like Scott is in the backfield, sending a man in motion. And looks like there is a flag. I think this will back him up 5. I think it was a false start, if I had to guess. False start, yep. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Cowboys. As, again, this is probably looking to just keep the drive going. Just try to, chew the clock. That was on Savota, by the way, the former quarterback, turned tight end. So 3rd and 6, ball at the 31. Anderson, swing pass out. It's a bubble screen, and that is not going to get much. That is caught by Holman in the flat, but again, nothing doing. So that's only a 1-yard gain. I think Wyoming's just going to punt it right back to Colorado State. So, yep, nothing doing here, so they're going to have to punt it away. Of course, the commentator saying, if they would have just not had the false start, they would have easily gotten it. Well, that's not how it works, I guess. So here is the punter looking to switch fields here. 10, 20, 30, 40, bouncing at the 25. Bounces again at the 20, rolling inside the 15. Nice punt. And rolls at the 11. What a good punt. So Edmiston has been a pretty good punter tonight. Look, you see he's averaging 48 yards a punt. 56 yards. Geez, on a nice roll. So, another commercial break. 28-0. Wyoming leading over Colorado State. It's been a one-sided affair. It's always the worst case scenario for me, really, is that a one-sided affair and it's a blowout, and it is what it is, though. Again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games, folks. Again, when it comes to these teams, I've actually covered Wyoming already 4 times this season, Colorado State 3 times, so I am familiar with these guys, for some of it, I don't know about like the back of my hand, but I do recall some of the players, of course, and have seen some of the games. And you never know when I can come back again. It's kind of random when it comes to college football and, of course, the NFL, which I'll, of course, be covering tomorrow. Again, make sure to stop by for that one, as I'll be doing the Dolphins and the Falcons, Buccaneers and Saints, Packers, Steelers, and the Redskins, Commies, Commanders versus the Chiefs. So, yeah, I'll be doing a lot tomorrow. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay, because that is what I do. I call games. Let's see here. And it's still 1-1 there in Toronto. And, of course, again, Toronto all over the Dodgers last night. 11-4, yep. 11-4. That was just a blowout. But, obviously, tonight, a different story. Showing a commercial here. Shane Gillis with Texas. Yeah, Texas barely won today. Oh, man, I was just pulling for their demise. Of course, same with Alabama. I don't really like either Ole Miss or Oklahoma, so, didn't really care about that one. Showing last week, Hawaii over Colorado State 31-19. The Rainbow Warriors 6-2, bowl eligible for the first time since 2021. Boise State have won 3 straight since the loss to Notre Dame. And San Diego Aztecs defeated Fresno State 23-0, remains undefeated in conference play. So, again, a lot of stuff happening here in the Mountain West. And, the winner of this game, of course, gets to 2-2. And, I don't know if 2 losses get you into the championship game, but if you win out and you put yourself in a position that, it's possible. So 1st and 10 at the 12 here for the Rams. In the shotgun is Brousseau. Brousseau drops back, looking over to his right, and he's going to take off and run, and runs out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for the running back. Again, he's been hit and miss tonight for the most part. Again, 9 for 16, 68 yards, 2 picks. This is the second straight week, apparently. They've been held scoreless for the first 7 drives. So that's not a good sign. About what happened last week as well against Ram. Of course, it ended up being 31-19 or something like that. So they put up some points, but I don't know if they will tonight. Brousseau in the shotgun. Brousseau drops back, play action, fires. It is caught at the 30. He's at the 35, makes a minus at the 40. He's at the 45 and brought down at the 47-yard line, making some Cowboys miss there, and it's a nice catch and run. Are they going to say he stepped down at the 30? That would be pretty tragic. No, he didn't step out at the 30. That was a bad spot. Or, on the computer anyway. Okay, yeah, 46. Okay. That's what I thought. I'm like, he clearly got farther than that. So 1st and 10 here for Colorado State at the 46. Brousseau in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Brousseau hands it off up the middle. He crosses midfield. Oh, and he blows up a guy, but then is brought down by the same guy as he gets to the 46. That should be a gain of 8 for the Colorado State Rams. Colorado State again, they're just a rough year, and if they drop this game, they'll have to win out just to be bowl eligible. It's kind of a shocker, again, based on what they did last year. 2nd and 2 at the 46. In the shotgun. Brousseau, play action. Steps up. Moving around, and he's going to get the first. And, he took a big hit there by the big lineman. Does bring him down. But it is a, first down for the Rams. The rallying Rams trying to get something going. The Bronze Boots has been a one-sided affair. 1st and 10 for Brousseau and the Rams. Ball at the 41. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Brousseau drops back, looks to his left. Heavy pressure, steps up, and he's going to take off again and falls forward at about the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Just falling down. So 2nd and 8 coming up for the Rams. I think they may have crossed over. Yeah, okay. Yeah. They're at 163 on total yards. It's not as bad as it was, but man, it's been rough though. 2nd and 8 at the 39. Brousseau in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Brousseau hands it off, and the running back's going to take it down the right side as he pushed across the 35. And going to mark him down at the 32. That is Avant on the carry. Avant, I should say. Slurring my words because of the sugar. So nice run there. That'll make it 3rd and 1 coming up for the Rams. They're just looking to get something going here. So 3rd and 1, ball at the 32. And actually, no, I was going to say in the shotgun, but I don't think he's in the shotgun. Now he is in the shotgun. Is Brousseau. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Hands it off up the middle, and he's got the first down as Avant crosses the 30, inside the 30, brought down at the 28-yard line. And that's a brand new set of downs for the Rams. So 1st and 10 as we're approaching the minute mark. Not quite there yet. Minute 20 and counting to be exact. And Wyoming up 28-0 over Colorado State. I have to get this ball off. They only have 3 seconds. Still moving around. Brousseau gets the snap off, and I don't know if they did. And yeah, it's going to be actually a timeout for Colorado State with 56 seconds left to go here. In the 3rd quarter, again, Wyoming leading 28-0 over Colorado State. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like college football, if you like NFL, if you like the MLB, this is a channel for you. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. That is pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. Other than that, because again, it's 28-0 here, and it has been a blowout. It's all right. Brousseau is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Brousseau claps his hands, drops back, looking, fires down the left side. It is intercepted. Intercepted, and he's slung down. Grant with the catch. So that's what you call on a third down. Brousseau now with his third interception of the day. Coincidentally, it's his third interception of the season as there's a flag. A late flag. And, again, they have a lot of discussion, obviously Norvell was fired. And then, of course, Ben Fowler Nicolosi announced that he was stepping away from the team. And then the moment it happens, Brousseau throws 3 picks. So here's the call on the field for the flag. Interception. After the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct, I'm assuming out in Wyoming. Wyoming, number 7. It's going to be half the distance. So Marky Grant, the guilty party there with the unsportsmanlike. I don't necessarily know what he did. Oh, yeah, I don't know why. I have no idea why. Okay, anyway, it's going to be 1st and 10 here at the 10. I don't know if they said they're going to cut to commercial or not. Would be nice if they didn't. Because, again, it's only about 49 seconds left until the end of the third quarter. Really stupid to go to commercial and then run a few plays and then go to commercial again. But they want their money. 1st and 10 here. Anderson's in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, sending a man in motion. Anderson hands it off to Kelman, making some guys miss, but Kelman brought down eventually by a herd of Rams after a gain of 2. And Kelman's been pretty explosive, not necessarily tonight, but throughout the season, again, averaging about 6 yards a carry. So 2nd and 8 coming up for the Wyoming Cowboys. Again, they're just looking to drain the clock, just keep this game on their terms. So Anderson is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Tight ends in tight. Pardon me. Anderson hands it off to Kelman. Kelman driven backwards. And that's going to be a loss on the play. Tackled by Gill Jr. And that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Wyoming leading commandingly 28-0. So one more quarter will do it. As, this has been a one-sided affair. Geez, 28-0. They're heading commercial. I, of course, will stay right here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like college football and the NFL, make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. We're a growing channel. We really are. Again, about 1,300 subs since August 1st, so we are definitely a channel on the rise. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. See here, we have across the... Actually, also, again, I'll be doing 3 streams tomorrow. Dolphins, Falcons, Buccaneers, Saints, and Packers, Steelers, if you're interested in any of that. Again, if you're just a fan, again, I do bounce around college football and the NFL. Of course, I do every Steelers game, but that goes without saying. All right, so we have in college football, Oregon leading 21-0 over Wisconsin. Miami, they lead Stanford 35-7. Arkansas State 31, Georgia Southern 21. Troy 35, Louisiana 23. Texas A&M 21, LSU 18. Louisville 27, Boston College 17. Michigan 17, Michigan State 7, Wyoming 28, of course, Colorado State nothing in this one. Tennessee 35, Kentucky 21, Houston 17, Arizona State nothing. Let's see here. In baseball, we have the Dodgers that have taken the lead. They lead 3-1 over the Blue Jays. In basketball, we should probably refresh this. The Hornets lead the Sixers 116-115. The Grizzlies lead the Pacers 103-84. Nuggets leading 53-41 over the Suns. Final scores: the Bulls over the Magic 110-98. Thunder over the Hawks 117-100. And then in hockey, it looks like the Blue Jackets defeated my Penguins 5-4 in overtime. The Senators over the Capitals 7-1. Kings and Predators 3-3. Hurricanes Stars 2-2. Final scores: Flyers over the Islanders 4-3. Bruins over the Avalanche 3-2. Lightning over the Ducks 4-3. Maple Leafs 4-3 over the Sabres. Panthers 3. Golden Knights 0. Mammoth over the Wild 6-2. Red Wings over the Blues 6-4. And the Canadiens over the Canucks 4-3. And despite all those scores that I offered, apparently we're still not at commercial, or, we have not ended commercial break. So, yeah, my bad. Again, CBS Sports, they love to get their commercials in. They really do. Yeah, again, some scores earlier again. Indiana blowing out UCLA 56-6. Alabama, they barely hold on against South Carolina 29-22. And that was a tough one. Of course, Texas came back to win as well against Mississippi State. Georgia Tech won 41 to Syracuse. So we are back here in Wyoming, Laramie, Wyoming. Defensive force, 3 turnovers. The offense for Colorado State has protected the quarterback, 0 sacks allowed, but he has been under pressure. And even when he doesn't have pressure, he's seemingly thrown the ball in harm's way. 3rd and 11 here for Wyoming as they are in the shotgun. And this is Sims, not Anderson, to the quarterback. He's going to fight forward and be brought down at the 19-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 10, but he needed 11. So Sims pretty upset. Couldn't quite get there in time. So 4th and 1. And Wyoming will punt it away. It's a wise decision, I would say. Here on DrDelay. Hey, it rhymed. All right, here is the punt. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Geez, 60-yard punt. And it's still going to roll to the 60. And, of course, they are in the stadium with the highest elevation. So you're going to see that stuff. It is actually amazing. These guys look like professionals out here. So Edmiston, 52.5 yards of punt. I'm a 65-yard punt. So it looks like we'll see a new quarterback in here for Colorado State. Brousseau is done. 10 for 18, 99 yards, 3 picks. This is Darius Curry. He's a 5'10", 185-pound freshman from California as he hands it off, and he doesn't really find much. So this is Curry, the new quarterback. We'll see what he can do, because I assure you he can't do any worse than what Brousseau did. Again, Brousseau put up 0 points on the night. It's actually impossible for him to throw. I guess you can throw a pick 6. I guess that would be pretty bad as well. Anderson, of course, 16 for 21, 154. Has been very efficient, keeping things short and sweet as Curry drops back looking, fires. It's caught. And he is going to fight forward by Maher there with the catch, and he's going to fight forward for a brand new set of downs. Good stuff there by Curry. Had a nice arm there. Showing off Brousseau's miscues here tonight. Again, just overthrowing or just underthrowing. Pretty much fighting Wyoming. So 1st and 10 here at the 27. Their own 27. Curry in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Curry takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. This is Marshall, and he fights forward for a couple as he's brought down at the 30-yard line. Again, Jackson Brousseau highlighting repeatedly tonight that he threw no interceptions entering this contest. And, of course, he threw 3 tonight. I had a feeling, hey, they're really spending a lot of time on that. Surely this isn't the announcer's curse happening. No, it was. It actually was. There is an injury here on the field. Wyoming player is down. I believe this is Grant. It's the same player, I believe, that had the interception and then the taunting penalty. So he is down. So a timeout on the field. I don't know if that means we're going to take a commercial break, or they are anyway. I don't know. Marky Grant from Houston, Texas. He's being helped off the field, but they're going to cut to commercial now. Okay. Hurricanes scored 42 unanswered points after trailing 7 against Stanford to bounce back after losing to Louisville last Friday. Yeah, I saw that. I was pretty disappointed. I was hoping that Stanford could do something. I knew kind of Miami was going to win, but it would have been nice to see, Christopher. I'm not a Miami guy by any means. Not even close. But yeah, no, they definitely took care of business against Stanford. Stanford not really good. They haven't been good in a while. Pretty much since Andrew Luck and Jim Harbaugh. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they just haven't done anything in a while. And of course, moving to the ACC is going to hurt them. Traveling across the country all the time. So, yeah, not good. Thank you, of course, Christopher, as always, for your update. Appreciate you, man. So, I imagine we'll return from commercial soon again. He was already coming off the field, but apparently not. Apparently not. They're going to not do that. So again, it's 28-0 here. Wyoming leading. Colorado State has benched their quarterback. We have a new quarterback in the game for him. Again, I couldn't tell you the first name. I know his last name is Curry, and I think he's 1 for 1 on the day. So that's not too bad. 1 for 1 for like 11 yards, 12 yards. Miami Hurricanes were 28-point favorite against Stanford and won by 35. Well, geez. I feel like they should have been favored by more. Again, Stanford just isn't good. If they have to go out east, they usually don't do good. Showing off the UEFA Women's Champions League. I don't think I'll be watching much of that, if at all. I do watch some soccer, just not really much of the women's soccer. I guess for the World Cup I will. But that is, I don't even know when that is. I don't actually recall. World Cup, men's World Cup next year. I'm going to look at that for sure. Showing off the bronze boot here again. Yeah, that's what they're fighting for. Or at least, well, that's what they were supposed to be. Wyoming was fighting for it. Colorado State was not. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. Ball at the 30. Curry in the shotgun, surrounded by a couple of backs here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Curry, play action. Steps up, fires over the middle, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Rocky Beers. Nothing doing there. Get a call off my NBA game because your NBA League Pass won't work. That's dumb. No, you're totally okay, man. I totally understand. That's a bummer. You got to figure it out, though. That's a big deal. So 3rd and 7 here for Colorado State. Curry in the shotgun. They're 3 for 9 on 3rd down. They need to get to the 37 for a brand new set of downs. Sending a man in motion. Curry drops back, looking over the middle. Moving to his left, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Maher. I don't really know what happened there. The throw looked fine, but I don't know if the throw was more off than I thought. So Colorado State will have to punt it away. Yeah, I'd like to see what happened here. So we got a good view here again on the replay. Curry gets the snap, dropping back, does a good job moving in the pocket, moving to his left, throws just a tad bit in front. So that is what happened. Oklahoma State Cowboys haven't won a game. I'm assuming that's what you meant. So here is the punt, but not yet actually, as there's a flag. At least I got two. At least I got two ready. Two ready for tomorrow. Okay. What you doing tomorrow? Yeah, I elected to not do, of course. Actually, I don't even know if the Browns play tomorrow. Oh. Yeah, I changed one of the games I did. Changed that earlier in the week, though, so not many people noticed. That's okay, as here is the punt. 10, 20, 30, 40. About a 52-yard punt, and that's where Wyoming will start the drive at their 23. Yeah, I originally was doing Bears and Ravens to lead off the day, but that ended up being changed. That being changed to Dolphins, Falcons. So we'll see if that one pays off or not. Nets and Spurs at 2 and Bubs and Cavs at 6. Good luck. Browns play the Pats. That's right. That's who they play. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying to get some teams that I haven't played or haven't covered already. That way, again, my goal is to, for the NFL, cover all 32 teams, and I have yet to cover the Saints or Falcons. So they are pretty much a priority here as we move down later in the season. I don't think I've covered the Panthers either in regular season. Yeah, I haven't. So it's another NFC South team that I need to cover. For the AFC, I think I've covered almost everybody except the Ravens, the Colts. Let me start in the AFC. So I know Patriots, Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Steelers. I haven't covered the Ravens. Texans, cover the Texans. I haven't covered the Titans. So it's Titans, Colts. Titans, Colts, and the Ravens in the AFC. In the NFC, a little bit more. Cowboys. I don't think I've covered the Giants yet. I haven't covered the Bears yet. Panthers. I feel like there's probably more. I just can't think. Baltimore lose tomorrow. Their season's over. No, you're not. You're a funny guy. They are not. I don't think so. Not even close. Sixers won. Let's go. And of course, if you're a Nuggets fan tuning in, 63-53 is your score there. Let me tell you why they're not. Again, they would they would be like 1-6. They'd be 1-6, but it's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. I'm not a big Lamar fan, but I'll tell you what, this guy knows how to win in the regular season, and it would not. It wouldn't surprise me if they came back and if he came back and they didn't lose a game. I could see that easily happening. All right, 1st and 10 here for Wyoming. Again, I imagine they just tried to run out the clock. The biggest shutouts versus Colorado State, 44-0 in 2010. 34-0 in 54, and then 29-0 in 1959. So, hey, look at 28-0. They're almost there. As Anderson is in the shotgun, sending a man in motion is Anderson. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and he's at the 30. He's at the 35, brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a nice little run there by White. I think that's the first time I've seen him. So, brand new set of downs for the Cowboys as the clock ticks under 12 minutes here in the fourth quarter. I get a sub for being live for 12 minutes trying to get my league pass to work. There we go. That's what you do, I guess. Again, subs are great and all, but if you don't get a base, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 1st and 10 here in the shotgun. Drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is it's incomplete. Oh, there's a late flag. A late flag, and that is going to be a 15-yard penalty, most likely. Subs help, of course, but Pass interference, number 32. Spot of the foul. I wonder where that's going to be. Angelo Higgins. From what I gather, they help in the algorithm whenever like you type in like blank versus blank or whatever. It'll move you up for that. But I mean, you gotta build. I mean, other than that though, that's really it. Of course, they'll show up on your feed if you just happen to be on YouTube. But other than that though, there's really not much. So. Because I will outdo people that have more subs than me. It is harder though, as that's going to be a pass over to the left, and that is incomplete. This game obviously not, So it was a rough one for me, rough performance by. Again, I wasn't the best today. I totally get that. So I do have myself to blame. Not my best day on the mic. Not my best day in front of the camera. But I'll take it though. Sabota's injured. So I don't think I actually got any subs for this game, to be honest with you. Oh, I did. Well, I got one sub. Thank you, guys. Today I would have had, so that's 15 subs for today. It's pretty good. 5 subs a stream. I'll take it. But it's now below average now, technically. That's crazy. I remember I was so happy when I get a sub, and then it was 2 subs. Like, oh, man. But yeah, some streams, it's just not meant to be. The plan is to cover 2 games on Sundays and Friday, and the rest of the days call 1. Saturdays take off to watch college football, but depending on the schedule, yeah, I totally got you. Totally got you. College football's tough. It's tough to do. 2nd and 10 here at the 50. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Anderson leading in, barking orders. Drops back, actually hands it off up the middle, and is brought down after a gain of 4. So who was that? That was White on the carry again. So no more Kelman, no more Harris, no more Scott right now for Wyoming. They're using White, Max White, 2 carries, 17 yards on this drive. He's looking good. Straight off the bench. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 here for Wyoming. As they're at the 46, they need to get to the 40. Anderson's in the pistol. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Rams defense looks lost. Anderson drops back, looking, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Holman. Anderson's pretty upset. It's like you can't believe it. Like, why did you do that, Holman? I don't know. Holman trying to get the separation. He was getting yanked. And, of course, the guy on the defense, their blocker, really fired up. He's like, man, I'm the best. So, I don't know. That was interesting. All right, we're ready to punt it away here. Again, it's about 10:40 left to go here in the 4th quarter. So, I mean, this game is pretty much a foregone conclusion. I guess you never know, but you'd like to see Colorado State get something here. So that's going to bounce at the 10, roll backwards now, as he's going to down it. So Colorado State needs to get something going. I mean, just to watch college football so I can study for my college football. Oh, yeah, totally gotcha. Man, there's some days where I was like, yeah, I really just want to relax and just watch instead of call. Because I could, just kind of relax. Because, is it fun doing this at times? For sure. Obviously it's more enjoyable when the game is like, let's just say right now, let's just say this game was 28-27 and Colorado State's driving to take a lead. Dude, it'd be so awesome. The crowd is into it. Then I would be more into it. But, obviously, this one's kind of a stinker, unfortunately, because it's a blowout as Curry moves to his left, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 16, breaks a tackle, and stumbles forward to the 18. That was Lanier on the catch. I think you do a good job. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Wyoming prospect. Appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. I try. I really do. Again, if you guys haven't subbed yet, make sure to do so. It is completely free to do so. It is free to subscribe to the channel. 2nd and 2 here. Curry in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Curry takes the snap. Play action. Looking to his left. Fires. It is caught at the 27. Pushed out of bounds. And Lanier signaling first down. It's just touchdown A&M 35. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's just easy to get burnt out sometimes. You just want to chill after the game. Yeah, no, I totally get it. But unfortunately for me, I mean, it's not really unfortunate. I enjoy doing this. I really do. Would love to do it for a living, but right now I kind of have to do it. And I'm not going to say why, but I kind of have to do it. So, yeah, I don't want to get burned out as he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 30, breaking a tackle at the 35, falling forward across the first down marker. So that is a first down for Colorado State. So, yeah, no, I mean, I got to do it. Of course, Saturdays, Sundays are big days. I got to do it. At least you finally get to see a Wyoming win. Yes, so Wyoming was 0-3 when I've covered games. So I was thinking, maybe I'm a curse. Maybe I'm the reason they're losing. I shouldn't really cover them, but no. Not at all. Not at all. So they are going to get a win with me. As the guy, Curry, drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 40, and he slips at the 41-yard line. Who was that? That was Kinnard with the catch. Colorado State, I think, is also 0-2, so they will actually be 0-3 now whenever I cover a game for them. So that is interesting. 2nd and 8. I actually do like both of these Mountain West schools too, so it's a shame that I would rather be good luck than bad luck, because Curry hands it off to Kinnard, and he is only going to get about a yard. Like Wyoming. I don't know why. I can tell you this. A few years ago, I watched a game. Wyoming, of course, playing. I can't remember who they were playing. I think it was Texas Tech. And it was just a great game. And I think they won, if I recall. And, I really appreciated the fight that Wyoming gave. I mean, again, I'm not a fan or anything. But I'm like, I respect the heck that they were just fighting, and you clearly saw that they won. And then for Colorado State, it was more because of anti-Dion in Colorado and Travis Hunter. And, well, not really. I have no problem with Travis Hunter, but Shador. That's really why. I was like, I like Colorado State because of that. Now, of course, that has gone away. It's not really a big deal anymore, as there's going to be a timeout. Colorado State with 7:31 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 7. See, I'm getting a 1.5 sub ratio on NBA, so I'm stuck with that till MLB. Scouting report vids, then the MLB draft. No more football calls. Okay, well, good luck. Last week was an awesome Wyoming game. I missed it, yeah. I know they played, who did they play? They played, no, it was Air Force. Yeah, I covered that one. Yeah, that's right. I didn't miss it. Yeah, I covered that one. Oh, did they win that one? No, they lost that one. Am I an idiot? I already forgot I have CTE, I guess. Jeez, that Texas Tech game was such an amazing. Oh, so you remember that one? Yeah, so that was, I think, the first time I ever saw Wyoming play. This was a few years ago. I'm like, I like that I don't know, I saw just how the players wanted it. And I'm like, man, that's so cool. You just see that in the culture. I kind of liked it. I'm like, man, they have a good culture over there. Man, am I an idiot? I already forgot about that game. I forgot the result. Oh, man, it's embarrassing. Oh, yeah, they lost. Okay, yeah. Curry drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught wide. Oh, he just dropped it. He had it, and then he took a step and then dropped it. What in the world is happening there? Wide open in the middle of the field. And Brown just couldn't hang on. And now it's 4th and 7. The week before, okay. You should call Clemson. No, again, it just depends. Just got here. I picked Wyoming in the poll. Hey, Al, appreciate you for checking in, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we got a 28-0 game over here, Wyoming and Colorado State. Colorado State has scored as many points as us here not playing the game. So if you ever do feel bad about yourself at times, and it is easy nowadays to do so, think about, hey, you put up as many points as a collegiate Division I program, as here is the punt in a rivalry game that matters for, a trophy. He's bouncing at the 10, the 5. He's got to save it, and he cannot. That just kept rolling in, a holy roller. That's been the kind of the punting style this guy has had, and he really gets it to bounce really all the way down. So 50-yard punts, but a net of 39. Both big teams, but not great this year. Are we still live? Geez, hold on 1 second, folks. Well, hold on. It doesn't show anything bad. How's the lighting on your end? It should be fine. That is what it is. Yeah, something. I don't know. Something happened over here. I think the lights went out for a brief second. Just making sure the internet's good. Yeah, I mean, well, if this goes off the air, I apologize. San Jose State. Oh, yeah. I didn't cover that one. I don't know if I don't know. I don't think I did. No, I didn't cover it. I just don't remember why. That may have been because of a playoff game. Yeah, I don't recall, to be honest. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with 3 more games. Falcons and the Dolphins. Buccaneers and Saints, and the Packers and the Steelers. That is what I'll be doing tomorrow. And, of course, Redskins or the Commies or the Commanders, whatever you want to call them, versus the Chiefs. So, yeah, San Jose State, yeah, they won that one. They showed it. Yeah, I remember them talking about it versus the Air Force, 35-28. Still 10.5 minutes in this one. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is a long game. This is a long game for a game that has reached its conclusion. I mean, it's only 3 hours. I just feel like, I don't know, a game like this, I don't know, I feel like it should be like 2 minutes left to go. Sorry, we'll see what, again, Wyoming, what they decide to do. As, again, it's been pretty much all Wyoming in this one. So Anderson is in the shotgun. Harris in the backfield. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Anderson hands it off up the middle to Harris. Harris takes it outside and is brought down at the 26. Now, that isn't Tote Harris. That was someone else. That is Damaja Harris. San Jose State was a heartbreaker. Well, they won that one. Wyoming won. And there's chewing the clock here. 2nd and 4 coming up for Wyoming. They are just waiting all the way. And that's what they should do. They should just wait all the way till about a second left, 2 seconds left, and snap it. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off to Harris up the middle, and he can't find anything except a herd of Rams as he gets nothing. So 3rd and 4 coming up. I'll be adjusting this light. I don't know I guess it doesn't look any different for you guys. Let me see, actually. I can rewind the footage here. Oh, wow, it literally doesn't. That's interesting. It looks completely different to me in here. All right, 3rd and 4 here. As actually, okay, so apparently I just had a brain fart. We're actually under 6 minutes and counting here. In the shotgun, trips to the right, tight end in tight to the left. Anderson drops back, looking over to the middle, and is going to throw into the turf, incomplete. I guess the screen didn't really develop there. So 4th and 4 coming up, and I imagine Wyoming's going to punt it away. Heartbreaker. Yeah, no, they did. Must have been thinking about Air Force. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. But yeah, San Jose, yeah, they beat them. So, Wyoming will move to 2-2 in the conference. Colorado State will fall to 1-3. Looking here at what's happening. The conferences. There's the punt. That's going to bounce at the 25. Bouncing forward, it's at the 20. And will be downed at the 18-yard line. So, again, it's hard. It's hard to say that, a team that goes 6-2 in the Mountain West is going to be going to the Mountain West Championship, considering that Mountain West really has a lot of solid teams. But you at least give yourself a chance if you're a Wyoming and you win out, you can say that it's doable. Again, Boise State 4-0, San Diego State 3-0, UNLV they're 2-1, Hawaii they're 3-1. Again, you have a lot of solid teams there in the Mountain West, and it really wouldn't surprise me if they once again represent the group of 5 as he's going to take off and run. He's at the 20 and sliding down at the 24-yard line. That is Curry on the run. Curry again, the redshirt freshman. One more touchdown. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so. Unless Colorado State will be the only one that really does anything here. So Curry again taking off. It's going to be for 2nd and 6 at the 23. Curry in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Curry drops back looking, fires. It is caught. He's at the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 31. That is Maher on the catch and run, and that's a brand new set of downs for the Rams as the clock continues to run. Good to see you, the General. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in to this one-sided affair. 1st and 10 here at the 32. Curry in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Make it 3 receivers to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Curry drops back, looking over the middle, steps up. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 35. He's at the 40, extending the ball. And that is a late penalty. A late flag. There was a late hit there. And it's going to be on Colorado State. Like a late block. Referees chatting it up. Personal foul. Illegal blindside block. Okay, I thought it was a late hit. I guess I saw something else. So the commentators are asking everyone pretty much like, what do you want him to do at that situation? He's just trying to make a block. And you know what? If that's the case, I totally understand. Again, I don't like how the rules have gone. So I'll see the replay here. Oh, yeah, I don't see why in the world. He's just making a block. Dupree is just making a block. That's a modern football call. Let's just say that. 1st and 19. Throws over the middle. It's caught at the 30. It's being spun around, trying to break free, but cannot as he's brought down at the 31. Of course, again, if you're a youngster, you definitely probably, oh, yeah, it's clearly a penalty. But, even just about 15 years ago, actually more like 20 now, in 2008, things changed for the worse. But, or 2009, I should say. But, yeah, no, football was football back then. 2nd 11. Drops back as Curry floats it up in the air, and that is overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for Ross. And there's another penalty apparently on the play. It's going to be a hold on Colorado State. Holding offense. Penalties decline. It'll be 3rd and 11. Again, Colorado State, it's just been a rough night. It's just been a rough night for the Rams. They will fall to 2 and 6, and will have to win out pretty much to get a chance at a bowl. That is just unlikely at this rate. 3rd and 11. Curry drops back. Heavy pressure. Steps up. Fires over the middle. It is caught at the 50. Of course, he was sliding. So that is a brand new set of downs, and that's where he's going to be marked down at the 50. That was Maher on the catch. Curry doing a good job moving in the pockets. Let him play at this point. 100%, I agree. So 1st and 10 at the 50. Curry drops back. Steps up. Moving to his right is Curry. He's telling everyone to go. Fires. It is overthrown. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Curry all smiles here. Of course, I'm sure he's excited to get some action in. Yeah, I don't know how much he's played. So I can actually click that right now. It's 5 for 5, 100 yards. I don't know. Oh, he played against San Diego State a little bit, so he's already seen some action in. Statistically, looks pretty good. Hey, maybe he's going to take the job from Broussel. You never know. 2nd and 10 here at the 50. Of course, it is garbage time. That should be noted. But looking pretty good. Drops back. Fires. It's caught at the 50. He's at the 45, the 40, 35, 30, 25. Cuts inside at the 15 and brought down at the 10. Good stuff. Good catch and run there. As they get something, that was Lanier with the catch and run on the bubble screen. And Colorado State, just like that, is inside the red zone. Or is it Lanier? I guess that would make more sense, but I thought it was Lanier. That would make more sense, Lanier. That sounds more... So 1st and 10 at the 11. Curry's in the shotgun, receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right, sending a man in motion. Curry drops back, looking, floats it, it's caught. Oh, he just dropped it. What in the world? The running back, Marshall. Talk about wide open. It would have been a walk-in touchdown for Marshall. Just couldn't make the catch. I don't know if it was the throw just high. What was this? Curry just floats it. Throws a little bit high, but even then, he was just free. Sometimes you sound like Howard Cosell. Do I hear that, actually. That's multiple people that have said that, you know. I've heard him. I don't hear that at all, but I mean, I'm very flattered. Unless you're not, I don't know if you're talking about the voice, but maybe the dialogue, then I would get it for sure. 2nd and 10, throws it to the end zone. It is incomplete. Pass broken up by the defender, number 31, trying to get the name, but he just doesn't want to turn around. Just doesn't want to do it. Well, I'm flattered. Yeah, Howard Cosell, he was one of the first broadcasters with attitude, so I definitely, it's definitely a compliment. For sure, I do appreciate that. Yeah, it's really cool. So 3rd and 10 coming up, and again, I guess there's an injury there, so they are helping him off the field. So again, 2:04 left to go in this one. This one is nearing its conclusion. Colorado State, they're just trying to get into the end zone. They'll take anything, I'm sure, at this point. Colorado State, the interim head coach, I should say, having a discussion with the referee, smiling about it. I don't know if that's something you want to see when you're down 28-0, but just reporting what I see, folks. You guys can pass judgment whenever you want. So the offense and defense is coming back on the field here after the injury timeout. 10 plays, 70 yards, 3 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock. That is how long this drive has been. 3rd and 10 at the 11. In the shotgun is Curry. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Curry drops back, looking, moving to his right, fires. It's caught at the 6. Makes a guy miss, but is brought down at the 5. That is Maher with the catch. That's a gain of 6, and again, nothing doing. And that'll make it 4th and 4 coming up. And that is the 2-minute warning. Minute 56 left to go. So we'll go ahead and step away for a sec, or they will. I, of course, will stay right here. We'll go and refresh this and see what's happening across the college football world. Oregon leading 21-7 over Wisconsin. A&M blowing out LSU. And LSU might see a different coach tomorrow. We might see it. Louisville up 31-17 over Boston College. Michigan up 24-13 over Michigan State. Tennessee up 49-27 over Kentucky. Houston shutting out Arizona State 24-0. Utah leading 7-0 over Colorado. Utah, again, a really good team in my opinion. I'm shocked that they're 5-2. They lost to BYU. That's a tough one. Lost to Texas Tech. Thought they would beat Texas Tech. I think that's why they aren't ranked anymore. So, yeah, I think Utah will have their way with Colorado. So, but again, do appreciate you guys right out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. In the MLB world, so we're attempting to reconnect. Looks like the Dodgers. I did lose connection for a little bit, did I? Interesting. 5-1, Dodgers leading over the Blue Jays. So, yeah, that one's almost over. This one's almost over. Again, it's a 2-minute warning here. And if this is going to act up, then this is what I'll do. I'll go ahead and... Well, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it here. Now, it's 2-minute warning. I don't know why it says 5:32. So, it is what it is. But again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, I know there was a lot of people. Well, I don't know about a lot of people, but I know there was some competition tonight. So, again, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me and let me call this game. And, of course, again, I'll be back tomorrow for 3 more Sunday games. Again, I got the Dolphins, Falcons, Buccaneers, and the Saints, and then the Steelers and the Packers. I know that might not be too appealing to those of you in the Mountain West time and West Coast picking East Coast teams like that. But, doesn't happen all the time. I do mix it up again. I promise. I think I've covered the Broncos twice already, just in case you're a Broncos fan. Seahawks plenty of times already, 3, I think. Niners a time already. Cardinals, Raiders. I don't know what you guys would like, but anyway, 4th and 4 here at the 5 in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Maher in the slot, sending him in motion. Oh, and Curry fumbles the snap. The ball's on the ground. It's recovered, but it doesn't really matter. A miscommunication is probably going to end it here, as I imagine they're just going to go ahead and take a knee. Unbelievable. Colorado State on a 4th and 4. They fumble it. Miscommunication on the snap. Curry not looking at the center. That is a killer. You really hate to see it. Curry's like, what in the world? Wow. There's thunder happening where I am too, so it's about to get storming pretty bad here. So it's probably good timing. I might have no electricity after this stream. 1st and 10 for Wyoming. I imagine, again, they'll probably just run it, see what they're going to do. The shutout remains. Oh, yes, a shutout. So Anderson in the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion is Anderson. Anderson hands it off up the middle. Breaks a tackle. He's at the 15, at the 20, the 25. Tripped up at the 30-yard line. That is Harris, not Tote Harris, on the carry. And that is a 1st down for Wyoming. Fortunately, the Cowboys are the only team I follow. Stopped watching the NFL when Lawrence Taylor was arrested. Wow, it's been a while then. Jeez. Yeah, I totally got you. Yeah, I've yet to cover the Cowboys. That is a team I plan on covering very soon. I saw the lightning there. You might hear it. I saw the mic move, so yeah, you guys definitely heard it. 1st and 10 here at the 30. Anderson in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle. This is Harris. Harris can't find much. He finds a herd of ranch. Anderson delivering a late shot there. He's got to watch it. So it looks like that's going to do it, though. Yeah, there's no more timeouts going to be called. Wyoming will win 28-0 over Colorado State. So congratulations to the Wyoming fans here. Again, they will be the winners of the bronze boot of the border war. So definitely congratulations to the Wyoming fans. Colorado State fans, I'm sorry. You guys didn't show up tonight. Literally. 0 points. Would have put the same amount of points if you showed up or not. As Anderson hands it off up the middle to Harris, and Harris is going to get brought down after a gain of a yard, and that is going to do it as Wyoming storms the field and heads straight to the trophy, and they're hosting it up now. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Wyoming Cowboys. Go Wyoming. Sorry, I was like number 14. Hey, that's great. Like number 14. We'll take it. We'll take it. And appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you are not a subscriber. Again, I do this pretty much 6 days a week. Every Saturday I'm on here, and every Sunday. And that's going to do it for me tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow, potentially. Again, I'll be on here for Sunday, but again, you guys, it's okay if you're not. I'll be here for Sunday football with 3 games. And, of course, the game on Monday as well. And, again, I did 3 games today, so it's like that every single weekend. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Congratulations again to Wyoming. They are now the holders of the bronze boots. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Good night and peace to you all.